I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today's KSVIP is Jeremy Maupin. Jeremy is a teacher at Artesia High School and head football coach. And today is Jeremy's birthday. Happy birthday to the best husband, father, and football coach ever. We all are so blessed to have you in our lives. From your loving wife. Today, Jeremy, you're going to receive a flower from Lovebud Floral and KSVP. Today's KSVIP birthday boy, Jeremy Maupin.
They see me mowing my front lawn. I know they're all thinking I'm so white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. Can't you see I'm white and nerdy? Look at me, I'm white and nerdy. I wanna roll with the gangsters. So far they all think I'm too white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. I'm just too white and nerdy. Really, really white and nerdy. My class there at MIT. Got skills, I'm a champion of D&D. MC Escher, that's my favorite MC.
Hey, welcome to the Good Morning Artesia radio show. We are bopping into a Tuesday. Okay, so why is this? There we go. Trying to get my, there we go. Trying to get my Bluetooth coffee mug to warm up some coffee for me this morning. And I was just, it wasn't connecting right away. So, but now it's connected. And it's warming. It's doing the warming thing. So I'll have a warm, hot cup of coffee here in just a little bit. Yeah, I reuse coffee. I'm sorry. Anyway, how are you doing this morning? Welcome to Tuesday. We've got a lot on the show we're going to be covering today. We're going to be talking about the tailgate party this Friday night. It's going to be at the Bulldog Bowl as the home opener for the Artesia football season is this Friday night as the Carlsbad Cave people are coming to town. So we'll have Miss Susie Parker in studio with us a little later this hour. 8 o'clock hour is our chamber chat, and 9 o'clock hour, it's our bi-weekly visit with Nancy Husselman from the Eddy County DWI Task Force. So we've got all that happening on the radio today. There is some sporting activities that'll be taking place today. The soccer teams are in action. The boys will be here at home against the Hobbs Eagles. And the girls will be on the road at the Hobbs Eagles. And JV starts at 4, varsity starts at around 6 o'clock. So we are going to try, got our fingers crossed, hopefully with some new stuff that the schools have installed. We'll be able to present that to you as a means of being able to watch the game tonight. So we're going to be working on that throughout the day today. and getting that all squared away. So we're looking forward to all of that. We had some guests in the studio yesterday. We had Aunt Thornton, who's the Republican lieutenant governor candidate, and they left. I'm not sure who it was that left it. I think I know who left it. They left a bumper sticker, and it is the greatest bumper sticker ever in the history of Everness. I'm not going to say it on the air, but I'm going to hold it up to the camera. So if you're watching online, that's the bumper sticker that was left. That is like awesome. We've had several people within the building. All have been claiming dibs on the bumper sticker, and so for now it's going to stay in the studio. So we've got that going on. Let's see what else is happening. I don't know. Let's check the weather forecast. Steve, are we going to have a nice day today when it comes to the weather?
I'm meteorologist Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. A little bit of that humid air coming in from the monsoon today, so we could get a few afternoon showers or thunderstorms. Otherwise sunny, and our highs in the upper 80s to about 90. A few isolated showers for the overnight hours. Our low drops to about 70. Scattered showers and thunderstorms again tomorrow afternoon and upper 80s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Don't know why there's no sun up in the sky. Stormy weather.
Well, maybe we'll have a little stormy weather. Let's see, delete that. Right now, it's actually quite pleasant. Sunshine, 68. Is our current temperature. The humidity is at 80%. The dew point is 61. Our winds are rather calm out of the north at 2. Pressure's at 29.95 and edging upwards. Our air quality is 49, so we have good air quality at this hour. Our sunset will be at 7:41 this evening. Our sunrise will be at 6:22 in the morning. Sunshine, 69 in Carlsbad, 67 in Roswell, 70 in Hobbs, America. Around New Mexico, partly cloudy skies, 68 in Albuquerque. Sunshine, 62 in Santa Fe, 52 in Cloudcroft, 55 at Ruidoso. Mostly cloudy, 73 in Las Cruces. Mostly sunny, 61 in Farmington. Sunshine, 48 at Red River, 65 in Clovis, partly cloudy, 73 in Lubbock, Texas, and here in Artesia, sunshine, 68 degrees at this hour. And we did get the call in with the highs and lows. I just have not transcribed those just yet, so I'll get those before we do our next weather update. And let's check our lunch menus. We have reminder once again, if you're a parent of kiddos in the schools, they do want you to fill out an application for free school meals. It's important for the schools that those applications be turned in, whether or not you think you may qualify for free or reduced price lunches. If you do qualify for free, they're free. If you qualified for reduced price, the state will pick up the difference. So pretty good possibility there that you're going to get some help with the cost of the school lunches. So get that application filled out today at bulldogs.org. Today for breakfast, it's going to be a muffin and cereal. For lunch today, it'll be chicken nuggets, French fries, baby carrots, and diced peaches. Trying to combat a sneeze. So it's chicken nuggets today at the Artesia Public Schools. Lake Arthur Schools are going to have some cereal for breakfast today, and it's going to be pizza, baby carrots, and chips for lunch today in the Lake Arthur Schools. Pizza. So enjoy your pizza lunch at Lake Arthur today. Senior meal site must be Tuesday because they're having beef tacos today with lettuce and tomatoes. Some pinto beans and Spanish rice on the side, and strawberry jello peaches. Strawberry jello with peaches in it for the lunch dessert today at the Artesia Senior Meal site. So it's beef tacos today. And then at the Senior Center, we have the exercise video at 8:15, the woodworkers at 9:30, the line dancers at 9:30, the hand and foot card game peoples at 10. After lunch, you'll be ceramics at 1 o'clock, sewing at 1 o'clock, poker at 2 o'clock, the exercise video at 4, and the stained glass classes tonight. That's at 6:30 at the Artesia Senior Center. Birthdays today. No. Really? Ronnie Knoll has a birthday today. I thought he stopped having birthdays. Ronnie Knoll. Happy birthday, Ronnie. Jareen Fanning, Gloria Heredia, and Jose Delgado all celebrating birthdays today. So happy birthday to Ronnie, Jareen, Gloria, and Jose, all celebrating birthdays today. I wonder which one is older. Is Ronnie Knoll older, or is Jim Wilburn older? I always and you can't ask him, because if you ask Ronnie, he's going to say Jim Wilburn is older, and if you ask Jim Wilburn, he's going to say, oh, Ronnie's older by a long shot. So I don't think we can get the truth on that question, but that's what we have there. School calendar today on this Tuesday, August 16th. There is an open house today. This one's at the junior high, 6 to 7:30 p.m. So I think they're getting through all the open houses. Today is the Artesia Junior High School. 6 to 7:30 p.m. is open house. We mentioned the soccer games, JV and varsity boys and girls in action. The boys are hosting Hobbs, and the girls will be at Hobbs. JVs at 4, varsities at 6. Kindergarten pre-screening continues, and there is a Roselawn PTO meeting this afternoon. That'll be at 3:30 this afternoon. The Roselawn PTOs is this afternoon at 3:30. All right, let's take the first break of the day. And again, we got a lot on the show today. We're talking the choir tailgate. We're talking our chamber chat. We have our DWI task force information and a whole lot more. So don't go away on the Good Morning Artesia radio show.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose. But you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Sandy Stockton will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you'd do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Sandy Stockton in Artesia today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Pressure Services LLC in Artesia has immediate openings for experienced vacuum truck, kill truck, and hydrovac operators. Operators must hold a Class A CDL or Class D CDL, at least 2 years of experience, and be at least 25 years of age. All positions require a clean driving record and must be able to pass a DOT drug and alcohol screen. Pressure Services offers great pay with IRA benefits and employer contributions toward health benefits. Please apply in person at 402 West Main in Artesia, inside the AIDS Safety Facility. Equal Opportunity Employer.
Hi, I'm Dr. Keon at Carabelli Dental. Same-day smiles are what we do. My passion is helping patients chew, talk, and live with confidence. That's why I'm one of the few doctors in the U.S. who can create beautiful same-day smiles with the latest digital implant technology. This procedure is life-changing. Just ask Sean.
Hi, I'm Sean. I've been that voice that you've heard on the radio for most of my life, but I'm also a dad to 2 amazing kids. I've had a million reasons to smile, but in all my old pictures, I was never smiling. Truth is that life of improper care and being dealt a bad hand genetically left me practically with no teeth. It affected everything from the way I ate, the way I talked, and of course how I interacted with people. And that's where Dr. Keon and Carabelli stepped in. They eased my fears. They explained every step of the process in a way that I could understand, and they made me feel almost like I was part of the team. And now I can't stop smiling. I have so much more confidence, and I love looking in the mirror now. I can't explain how much of a difference Dr. Keon's dental implant process made for me.
Our team can help you find your smile too. Come see us at Carabelli Dental, 575-622-4455.
This
is Dallas Cowboys football 2022.
Hurts in the gun for the Eagles, coming left to right in the green shirts.
Only heard here.
Snap is back, little read option. He keeps it up the middle and runs slam into a wall and loses yards.
All season.
Micah Parsons.
Saturday night, it's your Cowboys and the LA Chargers.
Live from SoFi Stadium.
On this Dallas Cowboys radio network station.
Pre-game at 7, kickoff at 8 on Southeastern New Mexico's official Cowboy station. 92.9, The Brand.
Welcome back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show. A couple of primaries across the country today, and most of the time primary elections, especially in states out west, don't get much attention. But Wyoming and Alaska have primaries today, and Liz Cheney is being primaried. She is a House rep from Wyoming. Family lives up there. Family, of course, friends of the Bushes. Liz's dad, Dick Cheney, was vice president under George W. Bush. And we know for a fact the Bushes and the Trumps, they don't get along. Donald Trump was Donald Trump in the primary campaign leading up to the 2020 election, and nicknamed Jeb, Low Energy Jeb. And it was true. that ended Jeb Bush's presidential aspirations. And so it's long known that the Bushes and the Trumps don't like each other. Cheney got some support from Trump back when Trump was president in one of her re-election bids, but now, since the second impeachment and the January 6th riot, Liz Cheney has been an all-in never-Trumper. Got to get rid of Trump. Trump shouldn't be allowed to run anything anymore. He's an evil, horrible person. And most people in Wyoming don't think that way. So it's not likely that she will survive the primary. Now, the other one that's some people are keeping an eye on is Lisa Murkowski of Alaska. She's a senator, and she is not, again, she's not a big fan of Trump and has not been a counted on Senate vote for some of the Trump agenda. But it doesn't look like she is going to be defeated. It's most likely she's going to win her primary and go on to the general election. But those are a couple of the races that are being being looked at in the primaries that are going on. A couple of today. So there may be some of that on the. 7 Senate Republicans joined all 50 Democrats in voting to convict Trump in the February 2021 Senate impeachment trial, where he was acquitted. One of those 7, Alaska's Murkowski, is the only one running for re-election this year. She called for Trump to resign following the Capitol attack, and her vote to convict Trump on charges he incited the attack were not the first time she has raised his ire. The senator voted against the Republican-backed plan to repeal the national health care law known as Obamacare. She opposed confirmation of Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh. So her opponent is former Alaska Commissioner of Administration Kelly Tshibaka. I think that's how you say that name. Tshibaka. Trump traveled to Alaska a month ago to headline a rally. Unlike Cheney, who doesn't have the support of the Republican leadership in the House. Murkowski enjoys the backing of the Senate GOP leadership, including Mitch McConnell, who, through his Senate Leadership Fund, the top outsider super PAC backing Senate Republicans, they've spent a lot of money in support of Lisa Murkowski. So the Alaska race, it'll be interesting to see what comes out with all of that. So those are a couple of races to watch in primaries that are taking place today. Of course, we're getting closer and closer to the November general election. Congress will be they'll be getting to the point that they're going to recess here in a few weeks and send them all back home so that those are up for election. The House and those in the Senate that are up for election will be able to campaign if they have chosen to run re-election and haven't been primaried out. And we'll see if the tide turns. Democrats have a very thin majority in the U.S. House, and they don't have a majority in the Senate. The Senate is 50-50. The only reason the Democrats are controlling the agenda in the Senate is because the White House is held by a Democrat. And the Vice President of the United States presides over the Senate and is the tie-breaking vote. So if all 50 Republican senators vote one way and all 48 Democrats and the 2 independents vote the other way, then the tie gets broken by the vice president, who is a Democrat, most likely votes with the Democrats, and we go there. And that's why in 2020, the Senate races in Georgia were so impactful. There was a election to fill in a seat, and then there was a regular seat that was up, and both of those seats went to Democrats. And that was one of the reasons Trump was so agitated after the election at Georgia and at Governor Kemp. And Kemp's up for re-election, running again against Stacey Abrams, who, by the way, never conceded her loss 4 years ago, which is just bizarre to think. I mean, everybody gets after Trump. You need to move past. You need to drop 2020. You need to stop talking about 2020. You need to look forward. You know, that type of talk got a guy unendorsed by Trump in a recent election. And which was kind of funny. But everybody tells Trump that. You got to look past. You got to look past. Stacey Abrams, who's running for governor in Georgia, has never conceded defeat to the current governor in Georgia. It's really bizarre. So anyway, one of those Senate seats is up for the regular 6-year term election this year, and I think it's Reverend Raphael Warnock, who won the special election 2 years ago. So he's running for the 6-year term, and Herschel Walker is the Republican running for that seat. Herschel, longtime friend of Trump. Herschel Walker played for a professional football team that Trump was involved in the ownership, so they're longtime friends. Trump endorsed, so it'll be interesting to see. A lot of folks are worried about Pennsylvania on the Republican side. Senator there, Republican senator, retired, so it's up for grabs. And the tough primary, the Republicans picked Dr. Oz, the guy you see on TV. And there's some people are very, very concerned about the campaign that Dr. Oz is running. I don't think you can win a Senate seat anywhere by campaigning on the Sean Hannity show. Nothing wrong with being on the Sean Hannity TV show, but Sean Hannity has a lot of viewers. It's one of the most popular evening shows on Fox. But if you're gonna win a Senate seat in the state of Pennsylvania, you got to campaign more than just on Sean Hannity's show. So that's another race that's going to be interesting to see. And of course, here in New Mexico, turnout is going to be a key because Democrats outnumber Republicans. I was looking yesterday. I was trying to remember who Ant Thornton ran against in the lieutenant governor's race. I couldn't remember. And I looked it up, and you look at in the primary how many people voted for Michelle Lujan Grisham, who ran unopposed in the primary. So anybody that was a Democrat that went and voted in the primary back in June had the option of voting for Michelle Lujan Grisham, and or not voting at all. And then the Republicans had 5 candidates that ran for the governor's race, and Mark Ronchetti won, got the most votes of the 5 candidates. But if you add up the total number of votes cast for all the Republican candidates that ran in the primary, it wasn't enough. It wasn't the same number. It was a lower number than the number of people that turned out and just, in a non-contested primary voted for MLG. So you look at that and you go, "Whew, that's a long." You got to convince a bunch of people on the Democrat side that the governor has not been the best thing for New Mexico, and that they need to vote against her and turn her out. And that's a tough challenge. And at the same time, you got to get everybody that thinks they might support Ronchetti. They have expressed a desire to vote for Ronchetti. They may have concerns about voting for Mark Ronchetti. Whether they have concerns or not, if there's any chance that election result's going to be different, they almost have to get they being the Republicans almost have to get 100% turnout to overwhelm the Democrat machine in New Mexico. And then they rewrote the congressional districts, and so Yvette Harrell, who has been the CD2 rep running for re-election now, in a district that historically has been a Republican district. I'm trying to think back, since I've lived in New Mexico, I think there's been 2 times it's been held by a Democrat. In both cases, it was 1 term. But they've realigned the district. There's a big chunk of the voters that normally would have the opportunity to vote in CD2. They're now in either CD1 or CD3. Artesia, for example, is no longer in CD2. You live in Artesia and you want to vote for Yvette Harrell, you have to move, because she won't be on your ballot when you go and vote if you live in Artesia. Now you get outside Artesia to the south, then CD2 is back on the ballot. But in Artesia, for example, I think we're CD3, which I still have never understood that. But there hasn't been a successful court challenges to date, and even so we have to go through this election cycle. And if you live in Artesia, you walk in to vote, it's going to be somebody else on the ballot, not Yvette Harrell. And so they've kind of messed it up to where it's going to be a tough battle for Yvette, because some of her strongest support vote has been taken out of that district, and it's now heavily Las Cruces, and Las Cruces traditionally, historically, has voted Democrat. So the Democrats in New Mexico may get what they want, and they may flip a Republican district to a Democrat going into the midterms. And New Mexico would then be completely blue at the governor's race, blue as far as the majority in the New Mexico House and Senate, blue as far as all your statewide elected race seats are concerned, and blue as far as your federal congressional representation. So it's a far cry from when I first moved here. When I first moved here, we had 1 Democrat senator, 1 Republican senator, and we had 2 Republican Congress people and 1 Democrat Congress people. And the first district to start to drift away from the Republican side and turn blue was the Albuquerque district. Matter of fact, our current governor at one time was a House representative member from that district, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, we're getting closer and closer at election time. Eyes are going to be on a couple of these primaries. Is the red wave that people have been talking about all summer, has that piddled out just a little bit, or is that still Is that still going to happen? And if it does, how is it going to manifest itself? And a lot of people are looking like the raid in Mar-a-Lago. You know, the Democrats are all fired up by it. We're going to get him. We're going to get him. The guy's a criminal. We're going to get him. We're finally going to get him. I don't know what they're going to get him for, but they're going to get him. And hopefully a lot of Republicans are like, because there's a lot of people on the Republican side that are on the fence with Trump or don't like Trump, would rather he not run. They'd rather somebody else ran. And they're not big fans of Trump. And how's this affecting them? I'm guessing a big percentage of them are not surprised that he's broken the law with his records, and they're going to say, see, that's why he really doesn't need to run. There's some Republicans that are going to think that, and so we'll see how this all shakes out. But today will be an interesting test, because if Cheney goes down, 9 of the 10 House Republicans that voted to impeach will be gone. And we'll see how the Lisa Murkowski race turns out up in Alaska. Is Chewbacca stands a chance against the political machine, the establishment, the swamp in Alaska? Do they have swamps in Alaska? I know they have glaciers and mountains and moose. Gas and oil. Do they have swamps? But they do. 7:36. We'll see what Jared's dug up here. We've got our Eddy County Sports Report with Eric Butler and our Kim Commando Tech Tip for Tuesday. All next.
Now for your Pecos Valley News Update, I'm Jared Zarello. A Dexter man is identified as the victim of a deadly crash that took place Saturday near Tucumcari in Quay County. New Mexico State Police reports show 71-year-old Earl Kimmer was headed north in his Jeep Wrangler at a high rate of speed when the Jeep lost control and left the roadway. The vehicle reportedly struck an embankment and went airborne, crossing Highway 54 and flipping several times. Kimmer was not wearing a seatbelt. He was ejected from the Jeep. Federal regulations call for the WHIP plant to be closed by the end of 2024, but many are now recognizing it may be open forever. It's the nation's only deep geological repository for nuclear waste, and it's located near Carlsbad. A debate in Clovis Friday focused on future shipments to the waste isolation pilot plant. WHIP leaders are seeking renewal of the 10-year permit that allows the site to continue receiving shipments. You're up to date. I'm Jared Sorello.
Lowell's Pharmacy is your locally owned and operated Artesia Community Pharmacy. We have served Artesia for over 50 years. Our pharmacists know there's nothing more important than your family's well-being, and we're always ready to answer your health questions. We honor most prescription plans, including Medicare. At Lowell's Pharmacy, we're always trying to bring something new to our community. Immunizations, pro-time testing, cholesterol testing, and more. Come see why a local pharmacy is best for taking care of your family. Lowell's Pharmacy, across from the hospital on North 13th in Artesia.
It's time for the Eddy County Sports Report. And here I thought the Artesia boys soccer team was getting a jump on everybody else by starting their season on today. That was when I looked at the schedule a couple weeks ago, but actually Artesia did us all one better. They started the season back on Saturday and won a couple of games on the road at a tournament in Silver City. Artesia beat Deming on Saturday 3-2 and then knocked off the host Colts by a score of 1-0. Now tonight, Artesia plays Hobbs at 6 o'clock. Remember last year, the boys soccer team from Artesia pretty good, 12-7-2 overall, 4-2 in district. The district was won by Lovington, which went on to the state title game, losing by a goal to Academy. Meanwhile, Artesia lost in the first round at home to St. Pius, 1-0. Cameron Thorpe, senior, he scored 17 goals last year. Got plenty of other players back, too. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at KSVP Radio, AM 990.
We all know that the internet's biggest streamers, from Netflix to Hulu to Amazon Prime, Disney, Paramount, and all the others, have big troubles. And if you're what's called a watch, cancel, and go customer, you're their biggest nightmare, accounting for almost 20% of their revenues. I'm Kim Commando, brought to you by T-Mobile. Their advanced network now goes farther than ever before. Visit T-Mobile.com/55 today. When Hulu runs another season of The Handmaid's Tale, or Paramount features more Yellowstone episodes, new customers subscribe. When the series ends, many cancel and go to the next service with the next big show. To the big streaming companies who try to lure new customers with low introductory rates or even free trials, hoping to get them hooked, It's much like locusts descending on rich farmland, stripping it clean and then moving on. Watch, cancel, and go is a huge problem that streaming companies just cannot figure out how to fix. Stay updated on all things digital with my longer daily podcast, perfect for walks and drives. It's called Kim Commando Today. Here's a question. Is there anything that matters more than the safety of you and your loved ones? Of course not. So isn't it strange then that many home security companies don't act that way? This is why I use and trust SimpliSafe Home Security. Their advanced security technology helps me sleep at night, and they always put me and my family's safety first. With 24/7 professional monitoring, SimpliSafe's agents call you the moment a threat is detected and dispatch police or first responders in an emergency. SimpliSafe's monitoring agents truly care about your well-being and are highly trained to help keep you calm and safe during stressful situations. SimpliSafe's customer-first policies make sure you're taken care of, with affordable plans starting at less than $1 a day, because feeling safe at home shouldn't break the bank. Customize the perfect system for your home in just a few minutes at simplisafekim.com. Go today and claim a free indoor security camera plus 20% off with interactive monitoring at simplisafekim.com. At simplisafekim.com.
Turpinning & Son Mortuary of Artesia presents a listing of today's obituaries. We do not have any announcements to share with you today. So that's it. Join us Monday through Friday at this time for a listing presented by Turpinning & Son Mortuary of Artesia, where we make it personal. 7:41. Let's get Steve in here and look at some weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. A little bit of that humid air coming in from the monsoon today, so we could get a few afternoon showers or thunderstorms. Otherwise sunny, and our highs in the upper 80s to about 90. Few isolated showers for the overnight hours. Our low drops to about 70. Scattered showers and thunderstorms again tomorrow afternoon and upper 80s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
All right, let's see. Very pleasant morning, sunny 69 on the out of doors. Our humidity is down to 77%. The dew point is 61. Winds are out of the north at 6. Pressure 29.95 and edging upwards. Air quality is 47, so we have good air quality at this hour. We had a high yesterday of 96 and an overnight low of 65. 1 year ago, we had a high of 83 and a low of 64. Minimum 4-inch soil temps are between 80 and 82 degrees. The sunset will be at 7:41 this afternoon, sunrise at 6:22 this morning. Around the region, sunshine, 70 in Carlsbad and Roswell, 71 in Hobbs. Around New Mexico, mostly sunny, 69 in Albuquerque, sunny and 65 in Santa Fe, 52 in Cloudcroft, 57 in Ruidoso. Partly cloudy, 74 in Las Cruces, sunny and 62 in Farmington, 50 at Red River, 68 in Clovis, and over there in Lubbock, Texas, mostly sunny and 76. Here in Artesia, we've got sunshine, 69 degrees. We'll be back in just a moment here on Good Morning Artesia.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander. Kraft Heinz is recalling thousands of pouches of Capri Sun after some cleaning solution accidentally mixed with the juice on a production line. The company says it's recalling about 5,800 cases of Capri Sun Wild Cherry flavored juice blend. The best when used by date on the package is June 25th, 2023. The company says it discovered the problem after getting consumer complaints about the taste of the juice. London's Heathrow Airport says it will extend its cap on daily passenger numbers until the end of October to cope with the soaring demand for air travel amid staffing shortages. The airport, one of Europe's busiest, said a maximum of 100,000 travelers can depart each day until October 29th. The daily cap was expected to be lifted September the 11th. Heathrow imposed the temporary limit in July, saying the passenger traffic was more than the airport ground staff could handle. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Welcome to Answers with Ken Ham, presented by the Coalition of Christians for Biblical Creation and Steve and Cindy Anderson of Napa Auto Parts in Artesia. CCBC is an interdenominational coalition of Christians from Artesia who believe that the account of origins presented in Genesis is a simple but factual presentation of actual events. Answers with Ken Ham is brought to you by Steve and Cindy Anderson of Napa Auto Parts, proudly serving all of your automotive needs, individual and commercial, with quality Napa parts. Now, today's Answers with Ken Ham.
Adoption trauma? This is Ken Ham, head of the ministry that built a full-size Noah's Ark south of Cincinnati. Have you ever heard the argument that adoption can be very traumatic for both the mother and child, so abortion must stay legal? Of course, such thinking ignores a horrendous, life-ending trauma inflicted on an unborn baby. The child is murdered during an abortion. Now, it's only because we live in a broken creation that adoption is necessary. But the Bible implies adoption is a good thing in a fallen world, not an evil. Indeed, Christians are described as being adopted into the family of God. If adoption is truly the best option, it's a sacrifice that's worth it. It's because that child is a person, made in God's image, loved by Him, and their life is worth preserving.
Be equipped to defend the truth of what the Bible says about the sanctity of human life when you visit us at AnswersRadio.com and listen to this program again at AnswersRadio.com.
Welcome back on the Good Morning Artesia radio show. And Miss Susie Parker joins us here this morning, the choir director. Good morning.
Good morning.
So they're kind of tearing up your facility right now, aren't they?
They are. We are so excited about that.
Yeah.
Yes, we're getting a whole redo on the auditorium, and it hasn't been, we had the seats updated several years ago in the house seating area, but we haven't had the back house updated. We were thinking since the 60s, so it's really needed some upgrades, lighting. Some of our lights were actually like Volkswagen bug lights, so it's pretty neat, yeah. Have to hunt down some of those. So a little warm up on that stage. So it's been neat. We were getting some new upgrades and great upgrades. I mean, and our facilities here are just phenomenal anyway. When people come in, I have college professors that visit all the time. They're just like, our universities don't have what Artesia has. And I was like, I know. It's like, we do, our community does it right. Our school systems do it right. And then we produce a lot of kids that go into the arts and go into education. And so, but we are getting an incredible upgrade. It's going to be fantastic. New lighting, new motorized screens. It's going to be fantastic when it's done. So we're excited.
That's true. And I bet, I don't know if he's used it for the choir or not, but I bet everybody else is jealous about the flame things that Ben has over there.
Yes, we got
used those for choir?
Yeah, the choir actually purchased those.
Okay.
Yeah, the choir got those. I've been wanting to have, I said, my dream is to have pyro in there. And Ben's always like, oh, I don't know about that. So I did some research and found these new cannons. They were kind of some new technology that give the effect of fire. And so the middle school purchased those with we did some fundraisers and got those. I found them a couple years ago. They give the effect of flames going off, and so it's about as close as I could get to the real pyro. But I love the effect of fire and going off there, and gives a little neat. I'm always looking for neat new ways to make exciting shows. So yeah.
Well, I know the other programs are jealous. So
yes, they're fun.
So. Now, you have a choir hall that you get to practice in and rehearse and all that, but for the performances, have you got a timetable yet, or have you decided where some of the performances are going to have to take place if the building's not quite ready?
Yes, we are. We're looking at Faith Baptist Church has been very generous, and they're going to let us probably do our first show. It's going to have our Bulldogs and Reviews probably going to be done at Faith Baptist Church.
Okay.
And so it's going to be a neat, kind of have that surrounded auditorium and large seating for that. And so we're going to do some different adjusting, but it's going to fit us. Looks like we can all fit on stage. We went and got our tape measures out and measured from the back of the house to the front and see what we can do for some lighting and things like that, because I don't think our auditorium's going to be ready quite yet for it. But,
right.
It's worth to have what we're going to have in there is so worth the wait to kind of get things ready and wait for it to be completely done, and it'll be worth it because it's going to be great for our kids. Once it's updated, it'll be, like I said, it'll be better than most universities and just performing halls and communities. It's going to be fantastic, but it's just going to take a little while to get that. And with everything, shipping and timing, it's going to just take a little bit. So
yeah, I needed to order a microphone.
Yeah.
Wireless microphone, and I was told November.
Yeah, isn't it crazy getting things out?
I
It's
can
hard.
have one in November, and I'm like, that's just I've never experienced that before. I mean, back in the day, people used to experience that when we didn't have overnight shipping and instant this and all that kind of stuff. But to say, okay, I have to go get me that mic and that wireless antenna system and all that, and they say, yep, we can get it for you. November.
Yeah.
I don't need it in November. I will need it in November, but I need it now.
Right.
I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. So that's been frustrating for everybody having to deal with some of that stuff.
It is.
So.
But we're not stopping any shows. We're going to have full shows, full costumes, full dancing. We're going to have lots of lighting effects. Everything will be the same. It'll just be a different location for this year. And I think it's going to be a fantastic location. We did our opening the school there at Faith, and it was really neat and did great. So I think it'll be great place to have it. And we're so grateful to them for allowing us to have it there. And so it'll be neat.
Well, good. Well, this weekend is the first home game. And
yes, so exciting.
It is. And different, matter of fact, I think today is the head coach's birthday today.
Yes.
I heard that on the KSVIP. That, didn't tell me how old he was.
I don't know. I had him in choir.
Did you?
Yeah. My first year here, he was, I was his assistant. Mr. Hood was the head director, and I was Mr. Hood's assistant, and Coach Maupin was all-state choir singer, and he made all-state and solo ensemble and choir, and
Okay. I wonder if he sings for the football players now.
I don't know. He's a good singer, though. He can sing.
He can sing.
He can sing. I mean, he made the top as you can make it. He made it.
Okay. So he wasn't. He was in the foreground. He wasn't like me and just kind of lazy and let the first chair people take.
Yeah, he made all the top stuff.
He did. Well, that's good to know. Well, it's his birthday today, so
happy birthday, Coach Maupin.
Coach Maupin, and they play some team out of Carlsbad. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of them or not.
I know.
But different organizations have the tailgates, and the first one is going to be the choir. And tell us a little bit about the tailgate. What are you guys going to have on the menu?
We are having pulled pork sandwiches, and these are so good. Bobby Garcia, he marinates them and smokes them, and they are delicious. We just sold out of everything, and even people pulled up and we were like, we're out. And they came back around, they said it was so good. I said, it was, but we're out. And so we doubled our meat this year.
Okay.
We're trying something different. So I know this has been we've had a few people that have been like, wait, I haven't got a ticket. And we're not selling tickets this year because, one, this game is our first home game, so it came really fast. Like, we had a week. So we really couldn't get tickets out with the kids very fast. So we thought, you know what? Boosters really does this. And so we thought, let's just not sell tickets. Let's just let first come, first serve. So everybody just come. We have doubled the meat. Don't worry about not getting food because we doubled the meat.
Okay.
So we have lots. I mean, I want everybody to come. So we have ton of pulled pork sandwiches.
So nobody's confused. It's not free.
No, it's not free. Yeah. Not free. Thank you. Yeah, it's not free. It's a fundraiser. It's $8 a plate.
Right.
$8 a plate for a pulled pork sandwich, chips, dessert and Cokes. We got every drink you could think of, every Coke, got Sprite, everything, and the desserts, lots of desserts, and every chip. And we're doing a fundraiser. This is our national travel. We haven't been able to travel a lot.
Right.
And so we get to go back to nationals this year, which we're super excited about. The kids get to travel, and we need all the help we can. So we really would love to have the community come out and buy a pulled pork, and it's a really great deal, $8 for a pulled pork sandwich that's been marinated and smoked, which is delicious. So please come out and support us on Friday. We will be out there. We're going to open up at 4:30. And it's a really great thing. It's a drive-through.
Mm-hmm.
It's a drive-through. So all you have to do is go to the horseshoe at the, it's at that horseshoe around the administration building, where it has the administration building, the pit, and the auditorium, where it has that little horseshoe thing there. You come, you tell us, okay, hey, I want 4, and I have a little ticket there. You tell us how many drinks and what flavors you want. We take that ticket, we fill your drinks, we get your boxes of sandwiches, and you drive around that horseshoe, and at the end of the horseshoe, we hand you your sandwiches and you drive right out. And so you just stay in your car the whole time, and we do the run-in for you.
Excellent.
And so please come out, and $8 a plate. If you could have your money ready for how many you want, that makes it even easier for us. So if you want 5 plates, have your money prepared for that 5 plates. That makes it easier, so we don't have to make change. That's a possibility. That'd be great, because it's nice that you don't have to get out and get in line. It's just boom, 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 and we serve you. And hopefully we'll be there from 4:30 till we run out of food.
Hopefully what you will hear a lot of is they'll hand you a 10 and say, keep the change.
Oh, wouldn't that be awesome?
That would be awesome, wouldn't
I
it?
would love that.
Yeah.
It's for helping the kids, and we really are trying to help the kids. They're going to be out there working it, and it goes to helping them with all their events, not just but they're back to competing fully, and their costumes, their uniforms, their music. As you all know, like, prices are all up, and our numbers are going up again, which is so exciting.
Okay.
But when we have more kids, everything costs more. But, choir is a place where every kid's welcome, and it doesn't matter if it's your sophomore, junior, senior, freshman, 6th grade year. You come and you be a part of our family, and we call ourselves a family, and you're always welcome.
Yeah.
And so that's the great thing. And we have a lot of kids, so we're always trying to raise money to take care of all our kids. So
practicing, performing, it's better together.
Always better together
than staring at a computer screen.
Amen. Amen. We pray we never, ever experience that again.
I know. It's just crazy. And then I don't think the masks are required anymore.
No,
right?
That's gone.
I couldn't imagine singing through a mask.
It was tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet it was.
It was.
Did that affect how it sounded?
It did. Well, I thought, well, maybe we learned to project more, because you got to get it through the mask. So we had to learn to project through the mask.
Mm-hmm.
So we learned to not let your sound stop here. It had to keep going through. So that might have been one good thing from it.
Yep.
But we kind of like bow shaping. That mask kind of made things go this way, and I want them to go straight. The mask made them go horizontal, where I want them to go vertical, but and then just the blending was harder for people to hear, and things like that. And so now that in breathing, so it was just easier to get rid of all of that, so we could go back to just opening up and having all that space, and you weren't sucking that thing in and everything. So
yeah, I'm glad we're past that. So
yeah.
So it looks like a weekend of school that numbers are up, that as far as people that want to join choir this year?
Yeah, we have some new kids I've never met, which I love. Getting to meet new faces and joining. We call ourselves the choir family, and they were like, I want to be a part of it. I said, well, come on.
Yeah.
You're always welcome to be a part of us. And so.
And then who's on your team, the instructors?
Oh, we have a great set of instructors. Jordan Granger's been with me forever. She helps me up there. Jennifer Wright. Patty Schaefer teaches at the middle school, and Jessica Morgan joined her this year as a new accompanist. And Delisa Miller helps me also at the middle school, or at the junior high. And let's see, am I forgetting anybody? It's Jennifer and Delisa and Jordan Granger and Patty Schaefer and Jessica Morgan. I think that's us. I think that's our team. And so we have a great team that works together. Got a great elementary team. Ruth Faulkner. Tessa Martinez joined us this year. It's her first year teaching. She graduated from ENMU last year.
Okay.
And Brianna Delgado, she's teaching with us. This is her second year with us, and we're so glad to have her. And Susan Irby's kind of her long-term sub right now. Brianna just had a baby, so she's on maternity leave. So we have a great team that's come together, and super excited. We have a music team from kindergarten to 12th grade. It's a fantastic team of people. So
Friday night fundraiser for the choir, the tailgate party. It's pulled pork barbecue sandwich.
Yes.
$8. There's no advance ticket sales.
Nope,
You
just come.
Bring your cash and your appetite to the
Yes.
Horseshoe there in front of Bulldog Bowl on Friday night starting at 4:30.
Yes, please come and enjoy food with the choir.
There you go.
Maybe you can get a kid to sing to you as you drive by.
They ought to.
They should, shouldn't they?
While you're waiting in line, listen to this.
I know.
All right. Ms. Parker, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll
Y'all
see-
have a wonderful day.
We'll see you Friday.
All right.
News is next on KSVP Artesia.
Hall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. First, it was President Biden. Now comes word that the First Lady Jill Biden has tested positive for COVID-19. She's said to be experiencing mild cold-like symptoms. The First Lady, currently in South Carolina, where the Bidens have been vacationing, is fully vaccinated and double boosted. The Justice Department is fighting the release of an affidavit that was used to get a search warrant for the raid on former President Trump's Florida home. Prosecutors are asking a federal judge to keep the affidavit under wraps, arguing that its release would compromise an ongoing criminal investigation. President Biden today is set to sign another big Democrat tax and spend bill.
The legislation is a far cry from the president's initial $3.5 trillion proposal, but this bill is sizable nonetheless. It will spend $375 billion over 10 years to promote clean energy and tens of billions on health care assistance, while raising taxes on big corporations. Congress passed the bill along party-line votes, with Republicans opposing the legislation. Greg Clugston, Washington.
An increasing number of conservative Republicans being subpoenaed to appear before an Atlanta grand jury for challenging the 2020 election results in Georgia.
A growing list on Monday already included the names of South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham and former Trump attorney Rudy Giuliani. The list also includes Republican Congressman Jody Hice of Georgia and Governor Brian Kemp. The names were assembled by the Fulton County District Attorney, who accused the Republicans of misusing the law to make false claims of election fraud. However, several recent polls show some one-third of all Americans and roughly two-thirds of Republicans suspect irregularities helped Joe Biden win the White House. Bob Agnew reporting.
On Wall Street, the Dow is up 50 points, the NASDAQ down 85. More on these stories at townhall.com.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, and I'm still mad at timeshare companies. For over a decade, I've been fighting to clean up the timeshare industry by getting folks out of bad timeshares. But after all those battles, I'm still asked, how do they sell timeshares for $25,000 when they're available online for only $1? Here's how they do it. They lie. They tell you things like, timeshare's a great investment. You can go anywhere, anytime, or your maintenance fees will never go up. Everything they do to get you to sign a timeshare agreement is part of a well-planned trap. If you've ever been held hostage at a timeshare presentation and bought, Wesley Financial Group is here to help. To date, we've canceled timeshares for over 30,000 families. And I guarantee you this, we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free timeshare cancellation guide. 800-478-7733. That's 800-478-7733. 800-478-7733.
Been a series of powerful explosions and a raging fire in Crimea, that part of Ukraine that was seized by Russia 8 years ago. The BBC's Will Vernon in Moscow says it's not the first time this has happened.
The Russian Defense Ministry statement said that a fire had started at an ammunition storage at a military base in Crimea. Moscow claimed there were no serious injuries, and the cause of the fire, which had led to detonations, was being established. Videos posted on social media from the area show fireballs and plumes of smoke billowing into the sky. Exactly 1 week ago, an almost identical series of events unfolded, when blasts hit a Russian military airbase on Crimea's west coast.
China imposing visa bans and other sanctions on Taiwanese political figures that raises pressure on the self-governing island and the U.S. in response to successive congressional visits to Taiwan. townhall.com. Do not drink this.
Kraft Heinz is recalling thousands of pouches of Capri Sun after some cleaning solution accidentally mixed with the juice on a production line. The company says it's recalling about 5,760 cases of Capri Sun wild cherry flavored juice blend. The best when used by date on the packages is June 25th, 2023. Kraft Heinz says the diluted cleaning solution is used on its food processing equipment. Keith Peters reporting.
It is decision day for Republican voters in Wyoming, primary day, and GOP voters will decide the political fate of Congresswoman Liz Cheney. The stridently never-Trumper expected to lose her primary to Trump-endorsed challenger Harriet Hageman. To get on Wall Street this hour, stocks are mixed. The Dow is up 47 points, while the Nasdaq is down 94. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Today's KSVIP is Jeremy Maupin. Jeremy is a teacher at Artesia High School and head football coach. And today is Jeremy's birthday. Happy birthday to the best husband, father, and football coach ever. We all are so blessed to have you in our lives. From your loving wife. Today, Jeremy, you're going to receive a flower from Lovebud Floral and KSVP. Today's KSVIP birthday boy, Jeremy Maupin.
They see me mowing my front lawn. I know they're all thinking I'm so white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. Can't you see I'm white and nerdy? Look at me, I'm white and nerdy. I wanna roll with the gangsters, but so far they all think I'm too white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. I'm just too white and nerdy. Really, really white and
First in my class there at MIT. Got skills, I'm a champion of D&D. MC Escher, that's my favorite MC. Keep your 40 out, just have an Earl Grey tea. My rims never spin, to the contrary. You'll find that they're quite stationary. All of my action
So I mentioned this last hour. I had folks that came in and visited with us yesterday left us a bumper sticker. And we've had a lot of discussion internally here at the old radio station about who gets to have the bumper sticker. It seems to be a somewhat in-demand item here at the old radio station. I'm going to hope that the sticker is available at the Artesia Republican Party headquarters, which is open on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Fridays. So is today Tuesday? Today is Tuesday. So I'm going to guess that you could probably pop in over at the Republican HQ later today and get one of those stickers on your own. It's hilarious. It's a funny sticker. It's not very nice, but it is funny. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So I haven't said it on the air. And so I've had a couple of people have said, hey, what exactly does the bumper sticker say? So I'm going to hold it up to the camera. So if you're watching online, you can see what the bumper sticker and what it says. And you might even think it's a bumper sticker for a brand of ditch digger. Like people buy those things and they dig ditches with them. And it's a brand name. So ditch is the first word. But this sticker's a little bit different because there's a word inserted in between ditch and the second word. And it's in reference to the upcoming election. Now here's something that I found interesting. I was watching a video clip off of YouTube last night. The subject of the video, did Hitler have a son? Did he have any children at all? Adolf Hitler, of course, was the evil, horrible Nazi dictator who eventually took his life and the life of his wife, Eva Braun. We say Braun in this country, but in Germany they pronounce it Brown. And did he have any children? And a little documentary guy did a little 15-minute piece. There was a guy who did claim that he was he was Hitler's son, but DNA tests have been inconclusive. So anyway, I watched that. How does this video of Adolf Hitler from World War I, how did that wind up in my phone? He served in the German army in World War I, and that's a picture of him from World War I. Why is that in my phone?
Because you took it at 6 o'clock last night.
I know. Why did I don't remember taking a picture of it. That's what I'm saying. I don't remember taking that picture. And, and then the other thing that I read that I just laughed at, as you know, I love the Babylon Bee. And there was a headline on the Babylon Bee, and if you know anything about the story, then you know why this is funny. If you don't know anything about it, it's not going to be funny to you. You know, if you don't know anything about the background of the story, then you're going to go, well, that's not funny. That doesn't make any sense. But if you know the background of the story, you're going to die laughing. It's kind of like Christian Chenoweth's answer on Family Feud the other day. So here's the headline: Jeffrey Toobin departing CNN to expose himself to new audiences. So, does anybody know, if you know the background behind that story, if you don't know the background behind the story, it's, okay, that's fine. But if you know the background of that story and why that might be funny, you're dying laughing right now. You are on the floor laughing. You have run off the road and hit a tree laughing over that headline. I'm not going to explain it to you. Not on the air, anyway. Let's see. So you know you're older than Ronnie Null and Jim Wilburn and took that photo? Oh, he's talking about the photo of Hitler that wound up on my phone here. Yeah, that was the question we asked earlier. Which one is older? Ronnie Null has a birthday today. Is he older than Jim Wilburn, or is Jim Wilburn older than Ronnie Null? That's the question of the day. So I don't know the answer to that. I know they're both old. It is Jeremy Moffin's birthday today, and we learned, listening to Miss Parker, that when he was in high school and in choir, he was a heck of a singer. He won all kinds of awards and top of his class, and he was just a really, really good singer. Yeah. He'll have to. Did he sing to Coxie? That's we'll have to find out. All right, let's check our weather forecast today. Steve, get in here and tell us about it.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. A little bit of that humid air coming in from the monsoon today, so we could get a few afternoon showers or thunderstorms. Otherwise sunny, and our highs in the upper 80s to about 90. A few isolated showers for the overnight hours. Our low drops to about 70. Scattered showers and thunderstorms again tomorrow afternoon, and upper 80s. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Hear the drums echoing tonight.
Do it? No, we're not talking about that on the air. We're not talking about that on the air. So, weather conditions. Right now it's, what's that? I'm sorry, I didn't have your mic turned.
Beautiful out there.
It is beautiful out there. Sunny and 71 in Artesia, and we've got humidity at 73%. The dew point is 62. The winds are out of the north at 5. Pressure's at 29.95 and rising. Air quality is 50, so we have good air quality. Yesterday's high was 96. The overnight low was 65. 1 year ago, 83 the high, 64 the low. Minimum 4-inch soil temps are between 80 and 82. Sunset will be at 7:41 this afternoon. Sunrise at 6:22 in the morning. By the way, for the football Friday night, they are predicting a high of 86 that day and a low of 68. So it sounds to me like it ought to be really, really nice weather for the football game on Friday. If 86 is the high, you know, we've been up in the 90s for quite a while. And today it's only going to be 85. So
It's awesome.
I like that kind of weather.
I do too.
85 is better than
Beautiful.
105.
I thought I was going to be back in the hundreds this week. I'm glad it's not.
No, we're stuck in the 80s. I am looking at Artesia, New Mexico. Yeah, Artesia.
Okay.
Let's see, Carlsbad 71. Same thing for them. I wondered what they're doing Friday night. Roswell losing. Good for you. Sunny and 72 in Roswell. They play Lovington Friday night at the Wool Bowl. And it's a 40% chance of thunderstorms on Friday night for Roswell.
40?
40.
Ooh.
Hobbs, partly cloudy and 73. And on Friday night, they've got a chance of rain and 88 Friday night in Hobbs. Albuquerque, partly cloudy, 72. Mostly sunny, 66 in Santa Fe. Sunny and 54 in Cloudcroft. 58 in Ruidoso. 74 in Las Cruces. 63 in Farmington. 50 at Red River. 73 in Clovis. Lubbock, 76, partly cloudy. And Artesia, sunny and 71. Is there some place on Earth that you're kind of curious as to what the weather is right now?
Yeah, let's hear about Denver.
Denver, Colorado, United States. Did you know there are 7 Denvers?
I did not.
There's Denver, Colorado.
Okay.
Denver City, Texas. That's
yes,
cheating.
I knew that. Yeah.
Okay. Denver, North Carolina.
Interesting. Wonder if they have a football team.
Denver, Pennsylvania. Denver, Iowa. I'm from Iowa. I've never heard of a Denver in Iowa. Every time I hear a story about Iowa, they throw out a name of a town that I grew up there. I don't ever remember hearing that name, and I grew up there. I'm like, where is that? Denver, Indiana.
Okay.
And then Denver International Airport.
Oh, that's Denver.
That's Denver. So, but you want Denver, Colorado. So right now it is cloudy and 64.
Ooh.
Rain forecasted. 70% chance of rain, and they'll have a high of 73. So there you go.
Cool. That's a great day.
If you like rain and stuff. So.
Yeah.
Were you, was it, in your household, do you have any football fans?
Yeah. Yes.
And what teams do they like to support? Like NFL teams. They have NFL teams they support?
Yes. We have, oh man, I looked up a different town in New Mexico that I'm going to in a couple weeks. It is cold. Yes. So it's a divided home.
Okay.
And it's Broncos and 49ers.
Broncos and 49ers.
Yes.
Okay. But not Cowboys. There's no Cowboys fans?
No.
Okay.
No. Former Cowboy fan, but
there's a lot of those out there.
Yeah.
I had, where is it? There it is.
Are you guys Cowboys fans in your home? Or are you allowed to say?
No, I'm allowed to say. We were Saints fans for a long, long time because we lived in Mississippi, and it was almost the law in Mississippi.
Yes, that's how it was in Denver, which is why I'm a former Cowboys fan. It's the law when you move there.
That's right. That's right. What do you mean you're not a Saints fan? Get out of here.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
And so when the Saints go marching in, there's a history and an aura around them. I always was not a fan of the Cowboys because they played in a lot of Super Bowls. And they would always tout themselves as America's team.
Yeah.
And that kind of irritated me. Who gave you
I agree.
America's team privileges?
I don't know. Because I think, there was one year when I lived in Colorado that Denver was America's team.
Right.
1 year.
Yeah.
But why, to me, and I don't like them, I'm not a fan, I just wonder, why are the Patriots not America's team? Because they're red, white, and blue, Patriot. I just feel like that's more of the theme, but I don't know how the Cowboys get that.
I don't know. I think, doesn't Tom Brady alone have more Super Bowl rings than the Dallas Cowboys?
Probably.
J-Lo has more wedding rings than the Dallas Cowboys.
What did you think of that?
Somebody else thought of it. They shared it on the internet. I said to the Cowboys fan here, I said, "Is that true?" And they said, "Yeah."
Yeah.
But when they played the Broncos in the Super Bowl back in the day, I rooted for the Broncos.
Well-
When they played the Patriots back in the day, I rooted for the
Patriots.
When they played the Steelers back in the 70s, I rooted for the Steelers. So I
Right.
never was a root for the Cowboys. I was always rooting for the team that they were playing. Then I moved here. And what do I like to say? You can't sling a dead cat without hitting a Cowboys fan in this
Yeah.
part of the country. I mean, this is Cowboys
Country, yep.
country.
Yep.
And then on Sundays, I would find myself, when we were driving around, listening to the Cowboys on the radio. And then we got the Cowboys. So we carry the Cowboys on the radio here. So I'm the on-call tech. So I have to listen to the stupid broadcast just to make sure everything
it's working.
works. So I'm a Brad Sham fan. I think he's a fantastic announcer. He said something yesterday, Sunday or Saturday night that was hilarious because it was a preseason game, so they're playing a lot of their people that hope to make the team and stuff like that. And Ben DiNucci was going to be playing, and he says on the broadcast, Brad Sham, and he's like in his 70s. He says, I don't have much time left on this earth, and I really don't want to spend any of it watching Ben DiNucci play quarterback.
Ooh.
For the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh. Basically, don't waste my time.
Don't waste my time. And I laughed at that. I said, that's a funny line. Well, then DiNucci came in late in the game, and they got a touchdown with him.
Oh. Well.
And so he had to kind of
backtrack a little bit, eat his words.
That's right.
It's okay. Broncos still won.
And then I read the story, and I sent this out to a group text because I like to do this. Apparently, the Denver Broncos were playing using a 36-year-old journeyman quarterback.
Really? I didn't watch it that close.
He was playing for his 14th NFL team, and he beat the Dallas Cowboys.
Josh. Good old Josh.
Yeah, Josh Johnson. They didn't play because they picked up Russell Wilson in the offseason.
Yes.
And Russell's probably going to do a good job for him. But he didn't. I mean, Dak didn't play. I mean, none of the starters played.
Yeah, it's preseason.
But then I read this story, 36-year-old on his 14th NFL team, and he beat the Dallas Cowboys.
He's good.
Haters gonna hate.
You don't find that interesting at all? That a 36-year-old journeyman quarterback?
I try not to dwell on it.
What does journeyman mean?
Oh, okay. Here's the correct answer. Number of rings since 1997. J-Lo, 6. Dallas, 0.
Burrell, she's had 6 marriages?
Yeah, I'm more embarrassed for her.
All right, here, look at that. And you want this? Do you want me to send it to you?
No.
Do it. Do it.
I'm a Bulldogs fan. You're not hurting me right now. But it is Coach's birthday, so pipe down.
All right.
We already talked about that.
Well, you're making him sad about the Cowboys.
Oh, he's a Cowboys fan.
He's a Cowboys fan. No, there's what did I say?
Yeah, you can't throw a cat without hitting one. A dead cat.
You can't sling a dead cat
Okay,
without
sorry.
hitting a Cowboys
He's in good company. Okay.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of Cowboys fans, and I enjoy listening to the Cowboys, and I would prefer that they win until they play the Saints.
The teams that you like.
Yeah, which for me it's the Saints. I always get a kick at the Saints because they are so bad. They've been so bad for so long. When they were in the Super, I mean, when I moved to Mississippi, it was the Aints. People went to the games with bags on their heads. That's how bad the Saints were.
Oh, the Aints.
The Aints, and if they did have a good game, the owner had an umbrella and he'd go down on the sideline and dance. A whole lot more fun to watch than whatever Jerry Jones does after a game. And then when they were in the Super Bowl, I remember we went to a Super Bowl party at Mike Winter's house, and I think they played the Giants in that game. And we were sitting there, Lana and I were sitting there, and it was about to start the game, and I looked at Lana, I said, "This is the Super Bowl, right?" She said, "Yeah." Why? Because those are the Saints.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
This is weird.
Yeah,
I
what
know.
are they doing here?
That was a cool year.
It was
I
a
was
cool
rooting
year.
for them that year.
Yeah.
That was like maybe 5-ish years ago,
Something
right?
like that, yeah. And so,
that was awesome.
We're not it's not the same kind of attitude when you're a Saints fan that it is if you're a Cowboys fan or a Bulldogs fan. I mean, you expect to win, you should win, you're supposed to win, and then when you don't win, you get, really upset about it.
Yeah.
And Saints, if they don't win, okay, next week.
Try again.
And all that. Anyway.
Probably why it's America's team is because people don't lose
Okay,
faith.
you were
even
looking
when
that up, right? Coxie was
Yeah,
looking
but
that
I'm
up.
embarrassed because I'm going to mispronounce this famous person's name. Just read the second half of that, and that explains it.
You don't know how to say Roger Staubach?
Okay, Staubach. I wanted to say...
And you're a Cowboys fan?
No, I didn't ever say that. I said I was married to one.
She said she's a Bulldogs fan.
I was a Bulldogs fan.
So this is off the internet here. NFL teams did that to us in the 1978 season. NFL Films put together a highlight package for each team, and they had to name each film. And for the Cowboys, they called it America's Team, in part because Roger Staubach was nicknamed Captain America. So that's where the America's Team comes from.
And then they said it just really stuck.
It stuck. So NFL Films put the package together. They called it America's Team because of Captain America, and it stuck. And if you get called that, do you say, no, you don't have to? You go, no, bring it on.
More publicity.
And would you guys believe we feel like the Saints were in the Super Bowl 5 years ago? It was 2010.
Yeah, so it was 12 years ago.
Oh,
Time's flying.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is.
Yeah.
And I don't think they've been back since, and don't think they're going in a while.
Well,
because their quarterback retired. So
Yeah. What was his name?
Drew Brees.
Thank you. I was like, I know the name right there. It's right there. Thank you.
Maybe they'll bring back Dan Marino or something like that. He's not doing anything, is he?
Don't know.
You don't know who I'm
Is
talking
he
about.
announcing?
He used to.
I feel
think.
like they all go on to announce.
Drew
after
Brees
they
is, right?
Did they
retire.
pick him up? A lot of people like Tony Romo say he does a good job.
I like
announcing.
him. Yeah. Even though I'm not a Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
It's fine.
A lot of people like Tony Romo.
I liked him and Jessica Simpson together, too. Weren't they the ones that were together?
Was it Jessica Simpson?
Yeah, because then he kept losing games when she was there.
Oh, yeah.
And they told her she
Was
was
it
banned.
Jessica Simpson?
I think so.
Okay.
That was a long time
I
ago.
know, that was probably 20 years
You're
ago.
dating yourself. Oh, no, I think it was.
Anywho, how about Chamber Chat?
That's not an unusual thing. Back in the day, we used to do a interview show with the football coach, like on Wednesdays. And Coach Henderson would come down to the radio station and we would do the show. And we had a guy that worked for us who moved here from Texas, heard all about the Bulldogs, all that kind of stuff. And he, the year he was here, Artesia lost like their first 3-4 games. And Coach would finish the radio show and come out of the studio, and that guy would be there. Hey, Coach, I was told you guys were winners. I hadn't seen you guys win yet.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, no, you didn't just say that out loud. And Coach was very polite and left. And then later on, we had a conversation. I'm not going to say who said it, but somebody said, does that guy need to work for you? And he did leave our company. And we started winning.
Wow.
Probably won a state championship. So.
Was this 2014?
No.
Feels familiar.
No, it was in the 90s. It was back in the 90s. Back before you guys were born. So.
Oh, thanks,
Gene. He's saying we look younger than we are.
All right. I do need to take a break.
Yes, and then we'll do Chamber Chat.
Can we?
Maybe.
Yes.
We'll see.
right.
Please.
Hi, I'm Dr. Keon at Carabelli Dental. Same-day smiles are what we do. My passion is helping patients chew, talk, and live with confidence. That's why I'm one of the few doctors in the U.S. who can create beautiful same-day smiles with the latest digital implant technology. This procedure is life-changing. Just ask Sean.
Hi, I'm Sean. I've been that voice that you've heard on the radio for most of my life, but I'm also a dad to 2 amazing kids. I've had a million reasons to smile, but in all my old pictures, I was never smiling. Truth is that life of improper care and being dealt a bad hand genetically, that left me practically with no teeth. It affected everything from the way I ate, the way I talked, and of course how I interacted with people. And that's where Dr. Keon and Carabelli stepped in. They eased my fears. They explained every step of the process in a way that I could understand, and they made me feel almost like I was part of the team. And now, I can't stop smiling. I have so much more confidence, and I love looking in the mirror now. I can't explain how much of a difference Dr. Keon's dental implant process made for me.
Our team can help you find your smile too. Come see us at Carabelli Dental, 575-622-4455.
When I was young, I thought I had forever to prepare for retirement. But as the years went by, retirement got closer and closer. And, well, I wish I'd have started saving 10 years earlier.
How you spend your retirement depends on what you do now while you're still working. We've helped a lot of area seniors prepare for retirement. Stop in and see us about saving for yours. Western Bank of Artesia. We're big on you. Member FDIC.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
Are you tired of your tired old furniture? Well, why are you keeping it? Glenn's Furniture has filled their store with a special purchase of beautiful, high-quality furniture at factory prices. Stylish reclining sofas and love seats, smart and practical dinettes and dining tables, sumptuous bedroom furniture, and Serta mattress sets, all specially priced and ready for immediate free delivery. Get the lowest prices of the year. Hurry to Glenn's Furniture at the corner of Union and Alameda, saving you money on quality furniture since 1953.
Pressure Services LLC in Artesia has immediate openings for experienced vacuum truck, kill truck, and hydrovac operators. Operators must hold a Class A CDL or Class D CDL, at least 2 years of experience, and be at least 25 years of age. All positions require a clean driving record and must be able to pass a DOT drug and alcohol screen. Pressure Services offers great pay with IRA benefits and employer contributions toward health benefits. Please apply in person at 402 West Main in Artesia, inside the Age Safety Facility. Equal Opportunity Employer.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and...
Welcome back on Good Morning Artesia Chamber Chat. You enjoying that song there?
I like that song. It's a good one.
Rick Roll. You've been Rick Rolled.
Is there a reason it's on?
So your
Is it
top 10
is it
personal
someone's
favorites?
Theme song, like, you know, you have your MLG theme song and your Ronchetti theme song. Is it a
I don't
theme
have
song?
there's no reasoning behind that
It's
one.
just a good song.
It just
You can
shows-
claim it, Jess. It can be your song.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't actually know what it's about, so be careful first.
It's a great video, too, if you
Okay.
want to look at 1990s video.
I would like my song to be Shania Twain. Man, I feel like a woman.
All right.
Or that girl from the Santa Claus. Man, I feel like some Christmas. I've been singing that all morning.
So it's not the one by the Bellamy Brothers.
Don't know who they are. Who are they?
If I said you had a beautiful body, would you
Oh.
hold it against me?
Oh, no, I don't want you to say that.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that's the name of the song.
Nah.
Okay, all right. I'm writing down the request. All right, and you like that one?
I mean,
Okay. Or do you
not
have
a
a? Do you have a?
no, I don't care.
Okay.
You do.
All right, Chamber Chat.
Oh.
Jessica was saying, right before we got distracted by.
The song.
Shania Twain's big comeback.
That's right.
It's on Netflix.
You said there's a lot going on this weekend.
There is a lot going on this week.
Where would you like to begin?
Golly. So today, we're on the radio.
Are we?
Cool. Tomorrow, though, Wednesday, the 17th, there's quite a bit going on. So we're going to start the day doing a couple ribbon cuttings that we'd love to invite people out for. One is at 8:45. We're going to do ribbon cutting for the brand new turf at the Bulldog Bowl. A lot of people got to see it last week at the scrimmage and hamburger fry, but we're going to officially be ready to cut the ribbon and open the bowl, and perfect timing right before the first home game.
Mm-hmm.
And then immediately following at 9, we're going over to the Bulldog Wellness Center to cut the ribbon and see that, all the updates, and new facility and all that. So that's exciting.
That's the old admin building, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Tomorrow afternoon, evening is also the Faith Baptist Church, the Epic Back to School Bash. So they put out all those big old giant jumpy houses, and there's water, and there's hot dogs and popcorn and all kinds of fun stuff. And they're also going to invited some food trucks to come out. So that'll be a fun night from 6 to 8 at Faith Baptist Church.
We did a radio remote there a couple years ago when young Tim was here.
Uh-huh.
And they had the dunking booth. And we kept saying,
Ooh.
Tim, you need to get in the dunking booth. And he was not going to get in that dunking booth. He had some kind of fear.
Really?
And we couldn't pull out of him what that fear was. I mean, are you afraid of getting wet? Because we'll take you over to a hose over here and get you wet. Are you afraid of drowning? I mean, we won't let you die.
Yeah.
We never could get from him what his fear of
I feel like
the
it could be
dunking booth.
claustrophobic in there. It's a little tight.
But but they're generally either plastic or screen or netting or something like that, so it's not like you're... But maybe that's what it is. Maybe just the fear of being trapped, like I can't get out of this thing.
Or it's the fear of the unknown. It's like opening a Jack-in-the-Box. You just don't know when it's going to pop and scare the bejesus out of you.
That's true.
It's like you never know which one's going to hit hard enough to when you're going to drop. Like you don't know.
That doesn't really sound fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he absolutely refused. Is it a change of clothes? We'll go over to the Walmart. I mean,
nothing.
We could not find out from him what his fear was of the dunking booth. But Sean is supposed to be here tomorrow for this one, so we'll see if he has a fear.
Yay!
And
is there a dunking booth?
I don't know. They had one a couple years ago. We'll find out when we get there. But and I'll tell Sean, he's got kids.
Let's see.
This afternoon, get them out of school and come on down and let the kids run around and have fun.
So that's Wednesday?
That's Wednesday.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, back to school bash, and it's not loading.
I'm glad it's Wednesday because Thursday from 6 to 8 is the Hot Summer Nights.
Yes.
For Artesia Main Street.
Yes.
It does not say there will be a dunking booth.
Like I said, that was a couple of years ago. They had one. I don't know if they'll have one this year, but
it looks
they'll
like
have
there's
lots
going to be
of
those fun bubble things.
Well,
it's like
good.
bumper cars, but you're in a bubble.
Okay.
And you just go to knock people over with your big bubble.
Can you send that to me?
Sure.
Yeah.
It's in chamber chat, Gene. Come on. Just kidding. I'm kidding.
No, is it in chamber?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
It's a
I'm
link.
just kidding.
Because I got the flyer from them, but it didn't have all the other
all the fun stuff on it.
Fun stuff.
Yes,
with it.
but then fast forward to Thursday,
and
same thing, 6 to 8. Like she said, the Hot Summer Nights, Main Street, 1st through 7th, will be closed off for food vendors, craft vendors, selling vendors. Storefronts, merchants will be open late. It'll be a fun hot summer night. Did you find it?
Ribbon cutting, Clay's Crusher, Aquatic Center. Here it is. Epic. If I click
Epic.
There it is. Okay.
There it is.
Excellent.
Cool. You have it now.
Excellent. I'm going to print that out because Sean will say, do you have any notes for me? Look around you.
There it is. Yes.
Talk about that stuff.
Yes. All of it.
Holy cow, wants to do 4 pages.
Oh, goodness. No, it should be one. Well, it's a poster size, so it's probably trying to print.
Shrink it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, Wednesdays is ribbon cuttings and epic night. Thursday is hot summer nights. Friday, you already heard about the barbecue party tailgate. Friday night is the first home game. It's a busy week.
Yay.
It's fun. Lots going on.
That's good. How's your the Clay's Crusher deal? Are you getting sign-ups for that?
We are so excited. So that's in basically a week and a half.
Yep.
Is our Clay's Crusher, August 27th. Yes, it's our 14th year to do it. We're excited. It's we are getting lots of sign-ups. If you want to be in the morning rotation, please sign up now because they're rolling in like crazy. So we're trying to make room for everybody out there. We've got 2 courses we're going to open up. But yeah, there's still room for people to sign up if you'd like. It's $150 per person, $750 for a team of 5, so same price. And then there are sponsorships available for $1,500 if you'd like. And we'll make sure that you're recognized as a sponsor. We're going to have 70 targets. It's a 12-station course with 70 targets. You'll get lunch.
Have you been practicing?
Practicing my lunch skills.
Every day, sometimes twice.
I did ask that question.
Yeah.
Your shooting skills.
No, but we were out at the ConocoPhillips shoot this last weekend.
Yeah.
But we were not shooting. We got to sell gunboard
We were
squares.
practicing our swiping credit card skills.
Yes, we were practicing that a lot. But no, I haven't been practicing.
Okay. I haven't either, so.
Well,
Is everyone going to get a cool gift? Don't tell
Everybody
them what
gets
it
a
is,
cool
but
gift.
it's so cool, you guys.
Everyone?
every
Everyone.
shooter will get a cool gift.
So cool.
And sponsors will get an extra gift.
2 gifts.
Well, that's
So,
extra.
Yeah. So we're excited. It's
So,
gonna
but you
be
can't.
a fun
But you can't
time.
say what the cool gift is. You have to sign up and then.
Wouldn't that be more fun?
No, that's okay. That's okay.
It's probably. I
a
bet.
really
I
neat
bet
gift.
you don't have one. That's what I'll say.
Yes.
And a lot of you, I bet you've never even seen one.
We saw one person at the ConocoPhillips shoot last weekend that had one.
One person out of
Out
like
of 500,
600
yeah.
people.
One person out of 600 people had one.
Uh-huh.
Jessica doesn't have one.
Not yet.
Nope.
Do you have one?
Sure don't. Never seen it till 2 weeks ago.
You haven't seen one until 2 weeks ago.
It's a new item on the market. It's really
A
exciting.
Rivian R1T.
No.
No, it's not a gun.
Well, that's not
I
a
don't
gun
know
either.
what that is.
Sports car?
What's a Rivian? R1T. I gotta
car?
Google.
She's going to Google it. All right. While they Google that, we're going to take a break for news. We'll be back with more in a moment.
Now for your Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Zarello. A Dexter man is identified as the victim of a deadly crash that took place Saturday near Tucumcari in Quay County. New Mexico State Police reports show 71-year-old Earl Kimmer was headed north in his Jeep Wrangler at a high rate of speed when the Jeep lost control and left the roadway. The vehicle reportedly struck an embankment and went airborne, crossing Highway 54 and flipping several times. Kimmer was not wearing a seatbelt. He was ejected from the Jeep. Federal regulations call for the whip plant to be closed by the end of 2024, but many are now recognizing it may be open forever. It's the nation's only deep geological repository for nuclear waste, and it's located near Carlsbad. A debate in Clovis Friday focused on future shipments to the waste isolation pilot plant. WIP leaders are seeking renewal of the 10-year permit that allows the site to continue receiving shipments. You're up to date. I'm Jared Sorello.
It's time for the Eddy County Sports Report. And here I thought the Artesia boys soccer team was getting a jump on everybody else by starting their season on today. That was when I looked at the schedule a couple weeks ago, but actually Artesia did us all one better. They started the season back on Saturday and won a couple of games on the road at a tournament in Silver City. Artesia beat Deming on Saturday 3-2 and then knocked off the host Colts by a score of 1-0. Now tonight, Artesia plays Hobbs at 6 o'clock. Remember last year, the boys soccer team from Artesia pretty good, 12-7-2 overall, 4-2 in district. The district was won by Lovington, which went on to the state title game, losing by a goal to Academy. Meanwhile, Artesia lost in the first round at home to St. Pius, 1-0. Cameron Thorpe, senior, he scored 17 goals last year. Got plenty of other players back, too. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at KSVP Radio, AM 990.
I'm Lou Dobbs. The S&P headed toward another winning week. Walmart headlines today's retail earnings reports. Warner Brothers Discovery making HBO cuts. Those stories next. A recession may be ahead. Retirement accounts especially vulnerable. If you want to protect your future, call the precious metal dealers at American Hartford Gold. They're the highest rated firm in the field with an A+ rating and thousands of satisfied clients. They'll suggest ways to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. All it takes to get started is a short phone call, and they'll have physical gold and silver delivered to your door or inside your IRA or 401k. Tell them Lou Dobbs sent you. They'll give you up to $1,500 of free silver on your first qualifying order. So call them now. Call 866-611-1277 or text Lou, L-O-U, to 998899. Again, that's 866-611-1277 or text Lou to $99.88.99. Investors looking to build on Monday's positive start. All three indexes higher. The S&P and the Nasdaq both riding for week winning streaks. A big week of retail earnings starts with Walmart after the opening bell. Wall Street is forecasting a 10% decline in earnings and a 7% revenue increase year over year. Last month, Walmart cut its second quarter and full year guidance, saying food and fuel costs hurting consumer spending. Investors looking for a more positive outlook with today's update. Home Depot reports earnings for the second quarter, typically the strongest quarter for wholesale building retailers. Wall Street's target 9% overall growth, as Home Depot has topped quarterly earnings targets since the first quarter of 2020. HBO parent Warner Brothers Discovery cutting 14% of its workforce, mostly in the HBO Max offices. The company combining HBO Max and Discovery Plus services next year. Please join me 3 times each weekday right here on this station. This is the Lou Dobbs Financial Report.
That's your theme song? The singing?
There it is.
There it is. Man, I'm jealous. She got the best song.
He was singing, the song they did yesterday was Faith
Really?
by George Michael.
I love that song.
Well, the parrot sang to that song.
How did it sound?
Like that.
Scary.
It wasn't fast. Gotta have faith, the faith, the faith.
Yeah, no,
Nope.
the guitar player was playing along with it. Tico, or the man. So
Well,
anyway,
anywho.
we're talking chamber chat and all
Yes.
kinds of good stuff going on around town. And you mentioned the hot summer nights, which is tomorrow night.
Nope, Thursday.
Thursday night, thank you.
You
6
got it.
o'clock. It's a half hour later than it was last time.
Yes.
So that it's not so hot.
Correct. Too hot, too hot.
You know what's funny is I say it's not funny. The weather this Thursday is actually going to be pretty decent.
That's what I was just looking at.
Partly cloudy, 89 for the high.
Ooh, yeah.
What in the
That'll be
world? Is this
awesome.
real?
Who's that?
Us.
Chance of rain? For where? For here?
Every day.
She has a different app.
I think my app just tries to make me feel good.
It
Are you
does.
sure it's Artesia, New Mexico?
Yep.
Now I'm showing rain chances Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Sunday. But not.
I probably have my app settings set way wet to make me feel better.
There's
55%
real weather
Saturday.
and then there's wishful thinking weather.
I think that's what my app should be called.
Wishful thinking.
Don't tell her
What's
about
that song?
wishful
I'm the
thinking.
king of wishful thinking.
I don't know, but I have a story.
Okay.
My parents almost got struck by lightning in their front yard. My mom said it was the most terrifying thing of her
That's
life.
scary.
Very close. It hit the tree right next to them at eye level.
Wow.
That's wild.
That's just crazy.
She said it. Her ears were ringing for about 3 hours, and it was terrifying.
Where's this?
In Edgewood,
Edgewood. What are they
and
doing?
it wasn't even raining. It was just lightning and thunder.
And they're out in the front yard because it wasn't raining.
Right.
And then all of a sudden,
On the patio, they were.
flash, boom.
So loud, so bright.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the reasons why when we do have storms, I don't go to the tower sites.
Yes, very smart.
Yes, very
Because I don't want to stand at the base of a
do it.
1,000-foot lightning rod.
Don't
That's
do
just
it.
That's not wise.
No.
No.
So when there's bad storms in the area, if something happens out there, we'll deal with it later.
Mm-hmm.
So-
Correct. Good thinking.
Okay. Hot summer nights. That's going on Thursday. You mentioned the Faith Baptist Church.
Mm-hmm.
What else do you have on your list there?
Well, Friday. Have you come out to Adobe Rose for Friday yet?
I have not.
Oh my goodness.
How's that doing?
We're frequent flyers.
So, yeah. It's been so much fun. It's neat to see the different food trucks that come out.
Yeah, every week it's different.
Yeah, every week we try to get at least 3 to come out. Sometimes we'll have 4. Max is probably 5 to fit out there. But it's fun. You walk up, look at all the menus, pick what you want to eat, pay for it. Some of them have a little buzzer, so it'll start buzzing or flashing,
Which is nice, 'cause then you
whatever
can go
when your food is ready.
Sit down.
Yeah, and then you go inside or sit on the patio or go inside
Yeah,
the
either
restaurant.
one. Yep.
And there's a waitress that comes around. They are serving drinks only from Adobe Rose. So you
It's a
decide
good
what
time.
you want to have for a drink, and then you get to eat some fun food truck food.
Okay.
And you can order from different ones. So that's
Sure.
kind of fun.
All right. So
And if you go with a group, you can all get different stuff and
Try it.
Try it.
So what What's been your favorite so far?
Birria tacos.
Yes, we've had the burrito tacos. I had really good asado nachos last week.
Okay, where I was jealous.
They were
They look so good.
Of course, when Crawdaddy's comes, that's always really yummy. The shrimp from Crawdaddy's. Man, I'm getting really hungry.
I know.
But anyway, it's been fun. It's neat to try the different things because I don't necessarily think to go eat at a food truck, but if it's there, then I'll order and.
Plus, you have a
try
place
their
to
things.
sit and then order
Yep.
your drink and all that good stuff. So that's on Friday.
Fridays 11 to 3. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Nope.
But don't eat too much because the choir tailgate.
The choir tailgate starts at 4:30.
So go at 11 to the
Yes.
food trucks, and
And
then
you'll be hungry.
go at 4:30. Yep.
Yeah. The last couple of Fridays we've gone to Rebel Daughters
Cool.
and had their burnt end beans,
Ooh, that sounds great.
which are really good, and had their pulled pork, and it's pretty good.
Good.
Have you ever made burnt ends? They're hard.
I have burned things. I pretty much stay out of the kitchen and I let other people do that.
They're
You're so
hard.
blessed.
Now, we have had that happen before. Lana and I go out to eat, and she'll study the menu.
Mm-hmm.
Study. I'll kind of look at it, and something will just leap off. And so she'll study, make her choice. I'll just, that looks good. And then the food comes, and she always looks at mine and goes, I wish I'd ordered that.
Oh.
At which point I go, would you like some?
Yes, dear.
So we do a lot of
Let's
family dining when we go out to eat.
Jeremy doesn't even look at the menu. He just asks the waiter or the waitress, "What's the best thing here?" And they say it, and he says, "I'll take that."
Okay.
Usually,
He's adventurous.
He's very adventurous.
That's cool.
Is it usually, if I was the waitress, be like the most expensive thing on the
Not always.
Not always?
No.
Okay.
But sometimes I do wonder if they're messing with him. Like, let's give him the nastiest thing we've got.
Right.
Isn't that rude? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that would be rude.
Well, be careful where you ask that. Like if he's in Carlsbad this week, he might
Don't do
not want to ask that question.
Right? Yeah.
So you just got to be careful.
Yeah. So lots going on this week. And then next week
Next week?
is also a lot going on.
Okay.
Well, our Clay Crusher.
That's right. We mentioned that.
I
Oh,
guess
you're
that's
looking
really
at
about it.
at the
Well,
page.
next week. Yes. Okay. Next week we're bringing back our Google Boot Camp.
Ooh, it was so
Google
awesome.
Boot Camp.
Google Business Boot Camp.
Okay.
It's so
And
good, you
it's, just a Zoom call. So or webinar, WebEx, whatever it is. And so it's
Well, those are competitors.
okay. Well, it's one of those. It's on the computer screen. You don't have to go anywhere. You can stay in your office if you
It
would
is
like.
not a Zoom WebEx. It's one or the other.
Zoom, webinar, WebEx, whatever they are called.
But you get to see a person.
You do, and her name is Maria Elena Duran.
Okay.
And she's awesome.
She's so cute. She's from Texas, webbing in, zooming in, whatever, from Texas. And next week there's 3 classes for 1 hour each. That's it. 23rd, 24th, and 25th.
From 2 to 3.
From 2 to 3
1 hour a
p.m.
day.
Yep. So we're encouraging you to please register for them. The first one is called Use YouTube to Grow Your Business.
Okay.
Did you know Google is the #1 search engine?
I heard
Number
that.
2,
Mm-hmm.
YouTube.
Yes.
And guess who owns YouTube?
Google.
Google. So, how to use YouTube to grow your business, because there's so many different avenues on YouTube. It's so different than it used to be. I mean, you can make all kinds of fun things. And then you post all of that on your social media everywhere. And it's really neat. Anyway. Okay. Make your August 24th is make your website work for you.
Okay.
And then August 25th is sell online with e-commerce tools.
Okay.
So these are free classes to help grow your business, get ready for the holiday season. I know it's weird to say that, but it's right around the corner. And so we really want to push this out there and as many people as possible to sign up for this, because that's our whole end game is local,
That's
right?
right.
And so we want to help all of our local members, our local businesses. thrive this holiday season.
Tell us how we can register, Jess.
She sounds like an infomercial. I love it. So you can holler at us at the chamber, and I'll send you the links, or they're also in the chamber chat. So just click each one of them. You can register for the classes separately.
Okay.
But if you need it, we'll probably post it on Facebook soon as well.
So you don't have to go to the chamber. You get the link, and then you can sit at
But
your
you can, if you'd like.
You can come on over and
We got
sit
a
with
seat
us
for
if
you.
want.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to ask Miss Duran if she knew that the Denver Broncos had a 36-year-old journeyman quarterback on his 14th team that beat the Cowboys?
No.
We might ask her if she loves America's team.
No, that's exciting. So
She may not even know anything about football.
I bet she does.
I don't know.
Or
Yeah,
she could be
she
could be a Texans fan.
Where is she from?
She's in, I feel like she's in like Midland.
Yeah.
Ish area.
Oh, really?
I think that's what she said on the last ones. But she's really awesome. You know, she works for Google, but she also has a company that she started with her 3 boys or 2 boys, something like 3 boys. And now it's like a 6-figure company. The 3 boys are running it for her, and they grew all of it on Google for free. So
she's been there.
She's been there. She's done it personally.
She didn't read it in a book.
And now she knows, and she's been applying it through the Google atmosphere for years and years and years. She's one of 12 that do this particular job around the entire country.
Okay.
And so this is kind of her area that she works with, New Mexico. I mean, she's so nice. She's bubbly. She's giggly. She's fun. She makes it easy to listen to.
Yeah.
It's not overwhelming because it's 1 hour.
Mm-hmm. Is
And
it interactive?
It is interactive,
So
yes.
you will be able to ask
Yes.
her questions.
Yeah. Yes, there's a chat box. You can ask her questions, or if they're extensive questions, she ends the webinar and then she'll stay on and so she'll stay there for however long you need.
Okay.
And she's
It's so
way
beneficial, though. We had a boot camp last month, and I just kept thinking, man, I wish more people had signed up, because this could really be a game changer for so many small businesses. So come check it out.
Yeah, we're excited. It'll be fun. So when you register, it literally takes 5 minutes to register for all of them. You just put in your name, the company you're with, and who invited you or whatever, and you just put it's a drop-down menu. You just click us, and that's it.
Okay.
So it's really neat because, like she said, we want to keep offering these. She's going to continue doing these little boot camps all until she can start coming in person again, because Google still is not doing that. And so I think this is a great alternative. I mean, it's an hour of your day. Take your lunch break from 2 to 3. It's before kids get out of school.
Yeah.
You know.
And 100%, I could guarantee you'll get something out of it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Little nuggets.
So look for your chamber chat.
Look for chamber chat, and the links are there. They're in blue, or I can send it to you if you need us to, or call the chamber 746-2744. We'll help you get signed up if you need it that way.
Okay.
So so that's the 23rd, 24th, 25th. The 27th is Clay's Crusher. We have another thing that's really fun on the 27th. It's the Buddy Buddy golf tournament.
Okay.
So it's Saturday the 27th. It's the DZ Memorial Golf Tournament, sponsored by Victaulic. DZ Daniel Zamarone, who passed away.
Okay.
It's a 3-person scramble, $450 per team, or $1,000 sponsorship, and that'll get you 2 teams if you want.
Oh.
So it's going to benefit his family this time, his wife, and I can't remember if it's 3 or 4 kiddos that they had. And then next year they'll bring it back again, and it's going to benefit kiddos and it'll be scholarships.
Okay.
For kiddos that are playing
Awesome.
sports. I think it's it's not on the flyer, but it was in her email. But yeah, it'll be really nice to go benefit their family.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said it's in the chamber chat, so we'll check that out.
in the chamber
I know we look and read that, because people are good about sending you stuff. They don't always send us stuff, and so it's helpful to pull it up on yours. But if you have something going on that you'd like in chamber chat, or like for us to talk about, send an email or drop it by the chamber.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then email us. I think ours is calendar at ksvpradio.com or something like that.
Cool.
So
Calendar.
I think
That's perfect.
might
Because
be.
you want it on the calendar. Get it?
Well, that was the theory behind it.
Yes.
But whether or not it actually works or not, I don't know.
People probably just text you, hey, can you talk about this?
That's right. So Jeremy's birthday is today.
Happy birthday, babe.
Is he getting any lunch today? Is he?
He requested we go to Adobe Rose tomorrow night. He's busy tonight.
He's busy tonight. Yeah.
Put it on the calendar for tomorrow night.
For tomorrow night.
He's getting a rose from Love Bud. And
Well, it's a
KSVP.
carnation. It's
A carnation.
Yes.
How manly.
I love it.
Yes.
Well, it's either that or a rose.
No, that's what I mean. A carnation's, I think, more manly than a rose, probably.
That's so fun.
Yeah. I hope that's not the only thing for his birthday.
I'll do my best,
But you
Gene.
got the Adobe Rose. Okay. Is that Dutch Street? And why is it called Dutch Street? That's another one I got to look up.
Dutch Street?
Dutch Treat. You know
We
what that
only
means?
have a joint account, Gene. Everything is ours.
Gotcha. Do you know what Dutch Treat, what that means?
You go Dutch.
Oh, the woman takes you out.
No,
the woman
no,
asks
no,
you
no.
on a date.
You split the bill.
You split the bill.
Oh, gotcha.
There's no splitting.
Okay.
You just mix it all together.
All right.
Pour it on top of each other.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
He's probably already got the big screen TV, and he's probably got all that stuff. So,
I asked him what he wanted last night. He said, I have more than enough.
well, that was nice.
He is nice.
Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't ask for a win Friday night.
That's between him and God. I just give him kisses.
Well, happy birthday to Coach Maupin.
Yes, thank you.
And then good luck on Friday
Thank
night with the
you. It'll be
big
fun.
football game.
We're excited.
So, Adobe
Yes,
Rose.
sir.
All right. Well, is there anything else?
Enjoy the cooler weather.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll be nice. I got a notice from my thermostat yesterday. It said that we hadn't been using much energy lately.
It's awesome.
As if
Good.
that's a problem.
You're like, thank you.
We're very thankful for that.
I know. Because
Okay.
our electric bills came in pretty high.
Oh, I know.
Last month or so.
I know. We had an expensive one at the house too. Lana had to tell me about it.
Yeah.
And we've had high water bills, and I mean everybody's been dealing with this. It's just been crazy for everybody. Hey, have fun at all these fun events.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you
later.
around. This is KSVP Artesia. It is 9 o'clock.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. The Justice Department is asking a federal judge not to unseal the affidavit that cleared the way for the FBI's raid on former President Trump's home in Florida. This as Mr. Trump is demanding transparency.
President Trump is calling for the immediate release of the completely unredacted affidavit that sanctioned the FBI raid on his Florida home. The former president's spokesperson shared an email on Monday from a DOJ official, all but admitting to the seizure of 3 of Trump's passports. This after Trump demanded their return earlier Monday on his social platform Truth Social. Trump also lit into a news anchor who claimed an FBI agent told her that the FBI did not have his passports. The Justice Department is refusing to unseal the affidavit, saying it would harm their investigation. Tasha Stevens reporting.
First Lady Jill Biden has tested positive for COVID-19, said to suffer mild symptoms similar to a cold. Officer down happened last night in Miami following a car chase and a shootout with an armed robbery suspect.
A Miami-Dade police officer, member of the robbery intervention detail, was critically shot by an armed subject while protecting his community. I'd like to thank the doctors at Ryder Trauma and all the first responder family and officials that are here today to show support for the officer and his family.
Police spokesman Freddie Ramirez says the officer is hospitalized in critical condition. The suspect was fatally shot. The audio from WPLG TV. West Virginia Governor Jim Justice declaring a state of emergency in 2 southern counties slammed by flooding from heavy rains. The declaration covers Fayette and Kanawha counties. Watching Wall Street, stocks are mixed. The Dow is up 78 points, while the Nasdaq is down 112 points, and the S&P trading 12 points in the red. More on these stories at townhall.com.
You're considering protecting your retirement with gold or silver? Listen up. Mark Davis here. One company I trust for this, Advantage Gold, the highest rated precious metals firm in the country. They've won the Best of TrustLink Award 4 years in a row because they really educate their clients on how to buy gold and silver the right way. Call 800-900-8000. 800-900-8000. Talk to one of their experts. They can send you a free gold kit along with a free copy of the Wall Street Journal national bestseller, The Great Devaluation. Number again, 800-900-8000. Don't wait any longer. Get the best information, the best process, the best service, the best value, all from Advantage Gold. 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000. Call Advantage Gold today. 800-900-8000.
Advantage Gold is not an investment advisor or a tax advisor. Consult with your financial advisor before investing.
Call 800-900-8000.
A year after the Taliban seized power in Afghanistan, tens of thousands of people who worked with foreign governments remain trapped in the country. The BBC's Yogita Lamoye reports from Kabul.
More than 100 teachers who worked for the British Council are yet to be evacuated from Afghanistan. Some of them have told the BBC that they've been detained or are being investigated by the Taliban, accused of being spies for the UK government. Most of them are in hiding. Hundreds who worked for and with the UK military are also still stranded in the country. Many say they feel abandoned by the British government. The UK Foreign Office has said it's processing applications as quickly as possible.
Unusually high temperatures and a prolonged drought are affecting large swaths of China, reducing crop yields as well as drinking water supplies. News and analysis at townhall.com. The stubborn western drought demands drastic action.
Cities and farms in 7 U.S. states are bracing for cuts this week as officials stare down a deadline to propose unprecedented reductions to their use of water from the Colorado River. The U.S. Bureau of Reclamation in June told the states, Arizona, California, Colorado, Nevada, New Mexico, Utah, and Wyoming, to determine how to use at least 15% less water next year or have restrictions imposed on them. The Bureau also expected to publish hydrology projections that will trigger additional cuts already agreed to. John Scott reporting.
Voters in Los Angeles will not get to decide whether controversial District Attorney George Gascon will be recalled. The county registrar says the recall attempt failed because it did not collect enough valid signatures to put the issue on the ballot for the voters to decide. More on these stories, townhall.com.
Today's KSVIP is Jeremy Maupin. Jeremy is a teacher at Artesia High School and head football coach. And today is Jeremy's birthday. Happy birthday to the best husband, father, and football coach ever. We all are so blessed to have you in our lives. From your loving wife. Today, Jeremy, you're going to receive a flower from Lovebud Floral and KSVP. Today's KSVIP birthday boy, Jeremy Maupin.
They see me mowing my front lawn. I know they're all thinking I'm so white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. Can't you see I'm white and nerdy? Look at me, I'm white and nerdy. I wanna roll with the gangsters. So far they all think I'm too white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. I'm just too white and nerdy. Really, really white and nerdy.
My class there at MIT. Got skills, I'm a champion of D&D.
Well, hey there. Good morning. Welcome back to the Good Morning Artesia radio show as we are rolling into the third hour of the broadcast today. We call it the 9 o'clock hour. You can call it whatever hour you want. We're getting ready for all the fun and excitement of whatever it is that we're going to be doing this hour. So we've got some jokes to share with Aaron Irving. We have our regular visit with Aaron Irving. We have our bi-weekly visit with Nancy from the Eddy County DWI Task Force, so we're looking forward to that. We have a joke submission here. This looks pretty good. I like this joke. Oh, I don't want to email it. I just want to print it. There's the print button right there. Yep. There we go. Anyway, a lot of stuff going on. We kind of covered some of the events that are going on in Artesia over the next couple of weeks with our Chamber Chat segment. On the Bulldog athletic and school activity front, there's some soccer today. Boys and girls are taking on the Hobbs Eagles, and the boys will be here. JV at 4, varsity at 6. The girls will be there at the Hobbs Eagles, 4 and 6. Both teams are 2-0 after their season opening play over in, they played Deming and Silver City over the weekend, and both the boys and the girls beat those two teams over there. Kindergarten pre-screening continues today. There's a Roselawn PTO meeting today at 3:30, and the junior high has their open house at 6 o'clock today. Kindergarten Meet the Teacher is tomorrow, Wednesday, in Artesia, and then there are even more sporting events that are scheduled for Thursday. JV and varsity boys soccer is traveling north to play at Moriarty to take on the Pintos, 3 and 5. JVB football will be hosting the Hobbs Eagles on Thursday at 6 o'clock, and the first day of school at kindergarten is coming up on Thursday. Friday night, the girls soccer will be at the Alien City Soccer Tournament. That's up at the Sila Grande Complex. And you've got Organ Mountain against Silo East. This against Clovis at Silo East. They have two soccer fields there, east and west. So Organ Mountain and Clovis, Roswell and Lovington, Artesia and Las Cruces, Goddard and Alamogordo. These are girls soccer teams, girls tournament. And that'll be on Friday and Saturday in Roswell at the Sila Grande Soccer Complex. So that'll be going on Friday. Varsity football taking on the Cave People from Carlsbad, 7 o'clock kick. And the ticket sales now, what did I do with that? Oh, here it is. It's right here in front of me. It's gotten out of order. Sorry about that, Lana. The ticket sales, if you want to buy a reserve seat season ticket for the Bulldogs this year, those ticket sales are on sale now at the Bulldog Pit ticket office, and it's $35 for the lower section reserve seats, $40 for the upper deck chairbacks. So what wasn't reclaimed or renewed is now available to everyone else. General admission tickets, if you buy them in advance on Friday at the Bulldog Pit ticket office, it's $5 for adults, $3 for students. And they'll sell those on Friday at the Bulldog Pit ticket office. If you don't buy a ticket in advance and you buy it at the gate, it's $5, regardless of your age status. $5. You can identify whatever age you want. It's $5. Game day. But you can purchase your tickets online through the Purple Pass application. So get the Purple Pass on your phone. You can designate a payment method and then look for Artesia High School on the Purple Pass. Do I have the Purple Pass on my phone? Somebody asked me if I was wanting to buy tickets to something yesterday, and I said I don't buy tickets. I have one of these hard cards, that kind of let me in. But someday I'll probably be in that category. Let's see, PLE Pass. See, I don't see that as an app, so I guess you go online to the website. Let me look at that and see. Did I print that one out? Oh, that's why I was going to print it, because it's I can't print that from there. I'll have to do that from the desktop. Purple Pass. Let's see what that comes up with, and we'll do this together. The easy cloud-based ticketing solution, events and ticketing options. So let's go to event and ticketing options. Well, they said get the app. Award-winning ticketing. Get app. New Purple Pass is almost here. Join the beta. No, I'm not going to try beta. I'm not going to help you. You want me to help you troubleshoot your app? Pay me money. Let's see here. Pricing, industry, support, blog, sign up, request a demo. Well, what if I want to just find an event? Multi-day events, paid events, learn more. reservations, free events, create an account, schedule a demo. No. I just want to look for tickets to buy. PurplePass.com. Get the app. Event and ticketing options, stats and reporting, features and benefits, assigned seating, marketing, integrations, equipment, support and training. So if I want to go to Purple Pass and buy something, what do I do? Let's see here. You know what happened? I probably went too far into the website. We're doing this online, folks, because we just want to, I want to see what the experience will be. PurplePass.com. Okay, here we go. I went too deep into this. All right, let's see here. Featured events. So if I go to the 19th, no, I didn't click that date. I clicked fat thumbs there. The 19th. What do we have on the 19th? All events this week, next week. This week, the Theater of Gadsden 2022 Season Pass. I don't want that. Well, let's just search by that. So we're going to search for Artesia High School. Let's see what happens when we search for Artesia High School. Well, first of all, I have to spell school properly. Okay, so now we're searching for Artesia High School. And what comes up? No events found. So what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong here? August 22, 19th. Today. Interesting. We'll do a little bit more research. I did not mean to have this turn into a... because, you know, this is the way to go. I mean, people are going to do this. There's probably people yelling at the phone right now. Okay, here we go. I just typed in Artesia instead of Artesia High School. JV Varsity Boys Soccer versus Hobbs. You can actually buy your tickets for today's game. So, yeah, go to purplepass.com and then search for Artesia. Don't do Artesia High School, just Artesia. And then here's the JV and Varsity Volleyball versus Carlsbad. Here's Varsity Football versus Carlsbad. And you can buy tickets. And so when we go to the ticket deal, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., general admission $5, capacity 8,000. Description, Bulldogs versus Cavemen, game 7 o'clock. Okay. So it says buy tickets. So I'm going to click on the buy tickets button. So I'm doing this from a browser, from the browser on my phone, not from an app. Okay, delivery method, print at home. Well, Barking Guy, you can print at home. That was one of the problems that we had that so many people had an issue with the way that the NMAA was doing it through GoFan. You couldn't print it out. You had to bring the device with you that the ticket was purchased on in order to show that ticket purchase to get admitted to the thing. Here it says right here, online ticket sales ends at 9 o'clock on 8/19. General admission $5. Service fee $1.49. So there's $1.50 service fee. So if you buy it through the Purple Pass, it's going to cost you $6.49 to buy the ticket instead of $5 if you walk up at the gate. But you can print at home for free, or you can, they say it will call, but I'm guessing the print at home is probably going to be the most convenient thing. So you order your tickets, and then you print them at home, and you have your tickets printed out that you take with you to the game. So you go to purplepass.com, search for Artesia, and then all of the events are coming up, volleyball, soccer, football. Select the event that you want to buy a ticket for. The delivery method is print at home, so you buy it on whatever device that you have that's connected to a printer. And then you buy the number of tickets that you want to buy, $5 plus the $1.49 service fee, and you print out your tickets, and then you can have your tickets ready to go when you get to the football game on Friday night. Didn't mean to make that an extended ordeal there, but I thought, I'm not the only one that's just maybe the first time buying a ticket online. And I thought, well, just what would it be like? And we figured it out. Make it real easy. PurplePass.com. In the search box, search for Artesia, and then all of the upcoming events that you can buy tickets for are right there. And your tickets are print out at home, or I think you can show them your phone at the window when they say "will call." meaning your tickets at the gate. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. A lot of folks from Carlsbad may be doing that coming to the game Friday night. They're having a ribbon cutting today for the turf. They're having a ribbon cutting today for the wellness center for the Artesia Public Schools. So that's going on. So we'll go from there. Let's see. Ronnie Knoll has a birthday today too. I know it's Coach Maupin's birthday, and he's the KSVIP. So yeah, this is the season for that. So okay. Ronnie Knoll's birthday is today. Jeremy Maupin's birthday is today. So happy birthday to them. Again, I'm asking the question. I haven't gotten an answer yet. Who is older? Is it Ronnie Knoll or Jim Wilburn? I'm not sure what the answer is on that. I'm going to try to find out who's older, you or Ronnie. Autocorrect. I typed in Null and it changed it to Bull. It's his birthday today. Okay, we're gonna find out. I've reached out to one of the people in question because I am kind of curious as to which one of them is older. And a lot of folks here in Artesia had Mr. Knoll and had Mr. Wilburn as teachers back in the day, and quite happy about that. Jeffrey, did you have, when you were in school, did you have either one of those as teachers? When you were in school, did you have Mr. Knoll or Mr. Wilburn as teachers? Jeffrey's not old, but he may be old enough to have had experiences with either Mr. Knoll or Mr. Wilburn.
I had both.
You had both? What did Mr. Knoll teach? Do you remember?
English. I had him for English AP, and I was also his lab assistant, both my senior year.
Okay. And then what class did you take from Mr. Wilburn?
The history of war.
The history of war.
Yeah, it was when I was in I was at Park, but I don't know if it was 8th or 9th grade,
Mm-hmm.
and it's possible that I was the only person in class who loved it,
Yeah.
who really enjoyed, because I enjoy history, and a lot of the other people were like,
the history of war.
Oh yeah, American wars.
American wars.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that would have been like the Civil War,
from the Revolution all the way up to
British. The war, was it 1812?
1812.
Yeah. When the British tried to take it back, right? Yeah. Is that what it was? The War of 1812.
I believe so. It's been a long time since I took that class, but
yeah. I shoot, I don't remember anything from any classes I took.
And the war with Mexico that solidified our southern border.
Yeah.
And a descendant of mine was the president at that time.
Okay.
James K. Polk.
James K. Polk, a descendant of yours.
Well, I'm the descendant of
his. I was
his.
going to say, because you're not old enough to have...
then I'd be even older than you, taking photos of Adolf Hitler in World War I.
I don't know how that got on my phone. I remember watching the video.
Yeah.
I was watching it, and I thought, did he have any kids? Because it's never really talked about. And besides, would you want to be known as? Right.
Who's your dad? The most evil man in the history of
Germany, yeah.
Did you say that out loud?
I'm a little concerned.
If you did, I do believe Steve Jobs might have said, you know what? He needs a photo.
He needs a photo. No, the history of war is interesting. And then English is... was there teaching styles similar, different? What do you remember about the teaching
Jim
styles?
Wilburn was a great history teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Partly because he was not an active coach. I'm not saying coaches are not great teachers, but a lot of times...
But when you had Coach Wilburn, he had retired from coaching.
He had retired,
He was the voice of the Bulldogs at this time. Okay.
I think so. I don't.
Well, he was the voice of the Bulldogs from like 90.
Okay, then yeah, he would have been, because I would have had him in 91 or. And it was also fun because I'd known him.
Right.
And so he was my friend's dad.
Yeah.
And so he was a lot of fun, especially since I was interested in it.
Mm-hmm.
We had a lot of great conversations, a lot about the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
Because he was there, or, alive during that.
That's right.
And I believe the modern war, like Korean and World War II, those were both very in-depth.
So he was a very good history teacher, and his topic in your class was the history of war.
Of American war.
All right. English, you're learning to speak good.
I tell you what.
And write all the letters and use all the punctuations.
Yes.
So I'm guessing that was probably a little more corrective.
Mr. Knoll was...
Is that even a word?
He was a great mentor in that. Tony Haas began my love of writing, and then Elizabeth Jackson really encouraged that. And then Mr. Knoll helps me refine, so that he's like, it's not a novel, but you need to learn APA and MLA.
So in Mr. Knoll's class, was ain't an accepted contraction?
I do not believe so. He did give me one of the best pieces of advice that really helped, and that was tone. If you miss the tone, you miss it all.
Okay.
And also write it down. If you don't write it down, how do you know if it really happened? And that really helped with my journaling, because I'd been journaling, but then it helped encourage that, which really helped me a lot when I came out of the coma.
Yeah.
I was able to read about the life I've forgotten.
Yeah. Amazing. So ain't was probably...
I do not believe so. And my senior year, I had him for AP English, and then I was also his lab assistant, and Kelly Kennebrew was a student teacher, and she did more teaching than I did, but every once in a while he'd be like, Jeff, tell him. And I'd be like, what are you doing that I have to... Okay, Kelly is gone, and so now I have to stand up in front of this class.
Wait a minute. He would say, tell him?
Yeah, he'd say...
Is that it? Is M an accepted...
Okay, he'd say tell them, but... Tell them... Maybe it was a watered-down version of your class. Well, my biggest job in that class was helping Dwayne Light pass English class, and he was a transfer from England,
right?
And Kelly and I both thought it was hilarious that I spent most of my time teaching a kid from England how to speak English.
Well, there's definitely differences between American English and British English, and there's some different terms and words that, especially today.
Oh, yeah.
If you ask somebody for a fag today in America, you might get one. But what you're really asking for is a cigarette, right? In England, and there's some other differences.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're crazy about that. And there's differences on the cars and stuff like that. Well, now one of them, I know there was a big rivalry from where they went to high school. One of them went to JAL, and one of them went to Eunice.
Okay.
And I can't remember which was which.
I can't.
And I don't want to get it wrong.
Yeah,
because that'd be fighting words right there, or fighting words.
Fighting words.
But
I don't want to send Cord a text to ask him, because he's in school busy.
Hopefully.
Running his...
Yeah, and Jim's probably on the golf course. And Ronnie's probably at a junk sale somewhere, an estate sale or somewhere.
Is there garage sales today?
That's right. So, yeah, I forget which one was which, but I do remember all the time that I spent covering games with Jim, that... he was always kind of curious when the JAL Eunice game came up, and I forget which one was Wilburn and which one was Ronnie.
He was more excited about that than I was about the White Sox Cubs series each year.
Well, yeah. Well, but, that's...
They're about the same distance as Wrigley Field.
But, yeah, I forget which one is which, and so one of these... Oh, good. There we go. That's some info I actually needed.
Oh.
So yeah, I don't know, but that was always Jim's concern during football seasons when those two teams played, and then and depending on which one was his team, if they won, he couldn't wait to give Ronnie grief over that. And if it went the other way, he didn't want to talk to him.
Right.
I don't want to hear from him. I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to see him in the hall.
Avoid him.
I don't want to have any contact with him at all. So
I'm hanging out in the press box a little longer until he gets down onto the field.
That's right. And I think one time, wasn't Ronnie standing at the bottom of the press box waiting for Jim to come out? I think I remember. Hey, come on. So anyway, the reason we mention that is it is Ronnie Null's birthday today, and so we want to wish Ronnie a happy birthday today, and all that good stuff. And I'll find out. I'll find out which one. Between him and Wilburn, which one's the older one? So,
well, happy birthday, Mr. Knoll, and thank you for all the great advice and lessons I learned in your class. And I won't say how many years ago that was.
Please don't. All right, thank you, Jeffrey. Appreciate that. We're going to open up the old Zoom room here and get Aaron on with us, and we'll see what the markets are doing today. That's coming up next on the Good Morning Artesia radio show. Join Faith Baptist Church in Artesia Wednesday, August 17th, 6 until 8 p.m. for an epic night of fun and games at the Back to School Bash. There will be water jumpers, free hot dogs, snow cones, and popcorn, along with prize giveaways. Bring all the kids and bring a lawn chair. Food trucks on site with items available for purchase. Let's celebrate the return of school in a fun way. The Back to School Bash in the parking lot of Faith Baptist Church, 401 South 20th in Artesia. Don't miss it.
When you run a small business, your hands are full. PVT can help. PVT Business Solutions partners with local companies to provide high-speed internet, managed Wi-Fi, business phone systems, security, surveillance, and automation systems, and more. PVT helps your business stay connected with your customers. PVT Business Solutions gives you the tools not only to keep pace, but to grow and become more efficient. Find out how connecting with PVT can help your business grow by calling 575-748-1241 or visiting PVT.com.
Summer vacation is here, but just because you're on vacation doesn't mean your teeth should be. Protect your teeth this summer with a few summer tooth tips. First, drink lots of water. Believe it or not, most of the problems start with a dry mouth. Keep yourself and your mouth hydrated and happy. Avoid sugary drinks and avoid chewing on ice. Sure, it cools you off, but it's not great for your teeth. Don't forget to brush and floss regularly and dry out your toothbrush. Save your teeth for summer's sake. These tooth tips brought to you by Dr. K. Youngren and Smile Expressions, 2520 Hermosa Drive, Artesia.
When I'm ready for new furniture, I don't want to wait for it. I go to Glenn's Furniture, where everything is ready for immediate delivery. Beautiful power reclining furniture, gorgeous dining room sets and bedroom sets, and the world's most comfortable mattresses. Glenn's has the quality furniture I'm looking for at the best prices around, in stock and ready to go home. So don't wait around. Hurry to Glenn's Furniture at the corner of Union and Alameda, delivering for free since 1953.
I was like, what happened to the music there, Aaron? I don't know why it was slow. So you're showing some bumper stickers.
Yeah.
If you're watching online. Let's see. Thanks. I'll be getting... Oh, let me finish this email. I'm so sorry. That's how impolite of me is that to do. All right, let me set the phone over there. Why did the chicken cross the road? Because it's Trump's fault and you're a racist. Well, earlier I had teased on the radio that a bumper sticker, okay, just another Republican working hard so you don't have to. I watched a video piece last night. A guy said that the people that are the workers, let's see, and we thought Obama was an idiot. It's a picture of Joe. Okay, one of my favorite shows of all times on TV is the TV show Community.
Uh-huh.
Let's see, don't blame me. I voted for the pizza party. One of my favorite episodes is Abed gets targeted for observation by the FBI.
Oh.
And the FBI is in Greendale because the vice president of the United States is in town.
Oh.
And at the time that the show was done, Barack Hussein Obama was the president of the United States. So guess who the stupid idiot was that was riding in the back of the limo in the TV show? It was Joe Biden. Pee pee poo poo. I'd love a mean tweet and $1.79 gas right now. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So I was watching that a little bit of that episode. Annoy a liberal, work hard and be happy. I like that one.
Yeah.
But I really was getting a kick out of that episode because Joe Biden was an idiot then.
Right.
He was an idiot when he was in the Senate before then. I mean, he's been an idiot his entire political career.
He has.
And I think it's all an act. Spay and neuter liberals. Partnership for a liberal free America. I think it's an act because Lana was doing some reading on, there's Biden wrapped up in the back of a pickup truck there in South Carolina. They're keeping him away from the White House and the public cameras right now. That family has made so much money.
Yeah, and I guess if he plays stupid, then he's less likely to get charged for all the graft and everything. That's true. He may be smarter than we think.
Yeah, because they're great. Well, since you've shared those bumper stickers, I'll share the one with you that I was talking about earlier that I didn't necessarily.
I saw that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and basically it says "Ditch the witch." Make New Mexico red. And ditch the witch. So anyway, that's it got left here in the studio, and most of the staff. Oh yeah, there it is. It's up on the top of the screen if you're watching online. So I think I know the political persuasion of most of the people that work here, Aaron.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, everybody wants that bumper sticker to put on their car. So we'll have to get more. No, I was watching a video he's a country singer and outdoor all around good guy, and he's made some funny parody songs about Biden.
Oh yeah.
And he compared hardworking Americans. They're like the hawks. They the female hawk. They lay the eggs. They go out and work all day to feed the little chicks. They're hardworking. They're like conservatives.
Right.
Squirrels are like Democrats. They sit back and raid the nest and eat the stuff and the chicks that the hawk is trying to take care of. And so they don't work. They don't go out and produce. They steal from the producers. So are you a hawk or are you a squirrel?
Right. I think I'm pretty solid in the hawk camp.
Let's see. Global warming is caused by the sun. I like that. Yeah. I like that. That's about right.
Yeah.
So, I wonder what's going to happen in the primaries today. The two that people are keeping an eye on is Liz Cheney in Wyoming.
Right.
And then Lisa Murkowski in Alaska. And there's a Trump-endorsed candidate running against both of those people in Wyoming and Alaska.
Yeah, I wonder if once Liz is officially not the candidate, if she's going to go even more ballistic and crazy on trying to make Trump pay for that.
Yeah, I think they gave him back his passports.
Yeah, I heard that this morning. That's interesting. What a passport would have to do with the affidavit of the search warrant. Do you think he was going to leave the country?
Yep. Let's see. Judge schedules hearing on potentially unsealing the Mar-a-Lago search records.
Oh.
So that would be interesting if that was done. So we'll see what comes out with that. The article I read on the Fox News said it's most likely that Cheney's out and most likely that Murkowski stays. But that's why we're having the election today, to see...
Right.
See what happens. I guess Sarah Palin's running for Congress.
Oh.
She's trying to get the nomination to run for a congressional seat in Alaska.
Cool.
Hopefully if she gets it, she'll stick through the whole the whole term.
Right.
So, I think I like that pee pee poo poo bumper sticker best.
That's pretty funny.
So, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh, I had a joke submitted today.
Okay.
Where did it go? Nope, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Okay. Harry the complainer and his wife happened to pass away on the same day. As they wait their interview with St. Peter at the pearly gates, they're approached by an angel. "Hello," says the angel. "I'm your host, and welcome to heaven. In a few moments, you'll be entering through our famous pearly gates for the most fantastic adventure you've ever experienced. You'll have a chauffeur-driven limousine service anywhere in the universe, plus deluxe accommodations at our luxury hotel with all the amenities, pool, jacuzzi, indoor tennis courts, and more. Then, after your day of relaxation, dine in any one of our 5-star restaurants, savoring the finest of any cuisine known to man." At this point, Harry gives his wife a shove in the ribs with his elbow. "If it wasn't for you and that stupid oat brand, we'd have been here 10 years ago."
Very good.
Now, Aaron, I have a question.
Yes.
If this depiction of heaven is true,
Uh-huh.
are we all the perfect body mass index shape?
I would think so.
And then we
no matter what we eat.
No matter, and then what we can eat whatever we want, however much we want. We don't have to worry about the weight gain or the health issues or anything like that.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
If that depiction is correct.
Yeah. Every Tuesday's Taco Tuesday.
That's right. I'll have another, please. So, well, what do you have for us today? I bet you've got something funnier.
Well, I've got one. It made me cry. It was so funny. So
Okay.
All right. So Grandma's 88 years old and still drives her own car. She writes her granddaughter, "Dear granddaughter, the other day I went up to our local Christian bookstore and saw a 'Honk If You Love Jesus' bumper sticker. I was feeling particularly sassy that day because I had just come from a thrilling choir performance followed by a thunderous prayer meeting. So I bought the sticker and put it on my bumper. Boy, am I glad I did. What an uplifting experience that followed. I was stopped at a red light at a busy intersection, just lost in thought about the Lord and how good He is, and I didn't notice that the light had changed. It's a good thing someone else loves Jesus, because if He hadn't honked, I'd never have noticed. I found that lots of people love Jesus. While I was sitting there, the guy behind started honking like crazy. Then he leaned out of his window and screamed, 'For the love of God, go, go, Jesus Christ, go!' What an exuberant cheerleader he was for Jesus. Everyone started honking. I just leaned out my window and started waving and smiling at all those loving people. I even honked my own horn a few times to share in the love. There must have been a man from Florida back there because I heard him yelling about something on a sunny beach. I saw another guy waving in a funny way with only his middle finger stuck up in the air. I asked my teenage grandson in the back seat what that meant. He said it was probably a Hawaiian good luck sign or something. Well, I've never met anyone from Hawaii, so I leaned out the window and gave him the good luck sign right back. My grandson burst out laughing. Why, even he was enjoying this religious experience. A couple of people were so caught up in the joy of the moment they got out of their cars and started walking toward me. I bet they wanted to pray or ask what church I attended, but this is when I noticed the light had changed. So, grinning, I waved at all my brothers and sisters and drove on through the intersection. I noticed that I was the only car that got through the intersection before the light changed. I felt kind of sad that I had to leave them after all the love that we shared. I slowed down the car, leaned out the window, and gave them all the Hawaiian good luck sign. One last time as I drove away. Praise the Lord for such wonderful folks. We'll write again soon. Love, Grandma.
The Hawaiian good luck charm. That is a good one.
That was a good one.
I like this one. Here we go. This is a news headline.
Okay.
Anonymous sources are alleging that among the documents confiscated from Trump's residence were the top secret plans to the White House. These plans are said to reveal the building's only weakness, a thermal exhaust port only 2 meters wide.
Somebody with experience shooting womp rats back home.
It's impossible to overstate how close we came to losing our fully armed and operational Washington, D.C., said FBI Director Wray. A direct hit from an AR-15 on the thermal exhaust port on the southeast corner of the White House roof would set off a chain reaction that would destroy the entire District of Columbia. Sources claim that since Trump's sons had extensive experience bullseyeing baby elephants in Africa, they are no larger than 2 meters. It was only a matter of time before insurrectionist scum made a move to destroy the entire facility. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, that was.
This I don't know is. You might get a kick out of this. This is your 10 things you can do with $150,000 instead of paying a college to brainwash your kid. I know you've got some ideas on what people could do with that money.
Oh, yeah.
Buy a Disney Plus subscription. Give them a smartphone and just walk away. Fly your kids out to Russia for a totally legal lobotomy from Dr. Dmitry Kozlov. Build a papier-mâché statue of George Floyd. Move to Portland. Or here you go, abandon your children and just go to Tahiti.
There you go.
We're getting too carried away here. Do you have another one there?
Sure. Earlier today, I saw a bumper sticker that said, "I'm a veterinarian, therefore I can drive like an animal." Suddenly, I realized how many proctologists are on the road.
I saw one the other day. That's good. That's good.
I noticed a bumper sticker that said, "I miss Albuquerque." So I broke out their window, stole their stereo, and left a note saying, "I hope this helps."
And that's unless it's more than $1,000, you're not going to get in trouble.
Right?
Or $600 or whatever the number is. I forget the number, so. What is the number in Albuquerque? Do you remember? Is it 600 or 900?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure on that one.
Petty misdemeanor or whatever they call it. So, yeah, I mean, if it's below that certain amount, don't even call the police because they're not even going to make a report.
Wow.
So.
That's sad.
And then they wonder why there's more crime.
Wonder why there's crime there, huh? I don't know.
And they'll never learn. They'll never learn. No,
they don't.
It's Trump's fault. Whatever it is, it's Trump's fault.
Right. Yeah, Trump hadn't been president, there wouldn't be any crime anywhere.
That's right. That's exactly right. Well, speaking of crime, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You ready to give us the market update?
I'm ready.
Here's Aaron.
All right, this is Aaron Irving with LPL Financial, member of FINRA and the SIPC, bringing you your mid-morning stock market report for Tuesday, August the 16th. The S&P 500 slipped today as traders assessed earnings results from Walmart and Home Depot and looked ahead to more big retail reports. The benchmark index slipped 0.09%, while the NASDAQ composite dropped 0.63%. The Dow Jones Industrial Average outperformed, rising 0.37%. Walmart reported earnings per share that beat its expectations and stuck with its second-half outlook, which sent the stock up nearly 6%. Home Depot shares jumped 3% after reporting earnings that beat expectations and maintaining its 2020 guidance. Other retailers, including Bath & Body Works, Target, and Ulta, moved higher. Retail earnings can reports from Target and Lowe's tomorrow. Elsewhere, shares of ZipRecruiter slipped more than 7% after the company lowered its revenue outlook. Wall Street is coming off a solid session with the major averages all rising yesterday after a sharp intraday turnaround. The move higher built on the market's rally off of a June low. Technology stocks moved lower today, led by shares of semiconductor names such as NVIDIA, Applied Materials, and Qualcomm, which fell more than 1% each. Tech stocks, including Apple, Meta Platforms, Netflix, and Microsoft, also dipped into negative territory. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was 34,119. S&P 500 is 8 points higher at 4,305. And the NASDAQ Composite is down 24 points to 13,103. West Texas Intermediate Crude is down $2.66 a barrel to $86.75. Stocks of local interest, HF Sinclair is down 40 cents a share at $50.41. Walmart is $8.08 higher at $140.63 a share. Shell Energy is up 26 cents a share to $76.95. Duke Energy is 99 cents higher at $111.97 a share. This is Aaron Irving with Oakley & Irving Wealth Management, serving business owners and energy industry professionals in the Pecos Valley and beyond. You can find us at oiwealth.com, or at our offices in Artesia and Carlsbad. You can call us at 575-887-7075. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. Securities are offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA, and the SIPC.
So is it true the protester that was at the DeSantis rally, they tied him to the ground, made him smell diesel exhaust, and fed him a steak?
They should have, yeah. Converted him back.
That's right. That's right. All right. Well, you have a great day today.
All right. You too.
And we'll be back to finish out our show with our final segment right after this.
Waking up on the right side. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
You have former Bush Attorney General Michael Mukasey blasting Biden's FBI raid on Mar-a-Lago as a fishing expedition because he's right. I think it's an attempt to find evidence tying President Trump to some violent events or criminal events that took place on January 6th. I don't know whether that's what they found, but the fact is that of the 45 separate items that they seized, 11 had any classification markings at all, and only one had the top classification marking, and those were marked as of the date that they left the White House, which was more than a year and a half before this event took place. You know, and by the way, I'm not buying this Joe Biden story that he didn't know.
From coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, it's the Sean Hannity Show.
For eligible individuals, 18 and older only. Results vary. Audio effects do not simulate actual hearing aid experience. See website for details and important safety information.
How are your hearing aids sounding now?
A little tinny.
Okay, 2 seconds.
With hearing aids from Lively, everything is done remotely in the comfort of your home, from initial testing to adjustments.
How are they sounding now?
Fantastic. With Lively, you get premium Bluetooth-enabled hearing aids at thousands less than you'd might expect. Advanced hearing aid technology is now affordable and convenient. Your hearing aids are sent right to your door. And if you have any issues, we'll make adjustments 7 days a week for 3 years. No charge. Oh, you people at Lively are wonderful. With Lively hearing aids, you get free shipping, 3 years of follow-up care included free, plus a 3-year warranty with loss and damage coverage. You can't lose. I hear better than I ever thought possible. And now through Labor Day, get $300 off all rechargeable hearing aid models. Just go to listenlively.com. That's listenlively.com. listenlively.com.
Big O Tire is celebrating their 60th anniversary with a special sale. Right now, get $100 instant savings when you buy a set of 4 select Big O Tire brand tires. Now through August 21st, visit your neighborhood Big O Tires. They're in Roswell on North Main and on National Parks Highway, Carlsbad. Time to finish out the radio show today with our bi-weekly visit with Nancy from the Eddy County DWI Task Force. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Hope things are doing well.
I hope things are doing well too.
Yeah.
Yes, things are well.
And you were enjoying some of Aaron's bumper stickers, I think.
Yes, I was. It's always a laugh to come in here when you're laughing at jokes that I could only hear one side of. And, and I'm thinking, what are they talking about?
That's right. You can't hear Aaron's side unless you put the headphones on next time, but maybe you could do that. Yeah. I have a question. You remember Ronnie Null?
Yes.
And you remember Jim Wilburn?
Yes.
Today's Ronnie Knoll's birthday. And I was wondering, which one of them is older? Is Ronnie older than Jim, or is Jim older than Ronnie?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I haven't been able to figure that out yet. But we'll see if we can... We'll see if we can figure that out one of these days.
Yes.
But happy birthday to Ronnie Knoll today.
Yes. Happy birthday.
And do that. We talk quite a bit on the show. We announce a lot the Vitalant blood drives.
Yes.
And there's a shortage of blood, and people need to be encouraged to donate blood. And you have some information to share as to why it's important that people donate blood when it comes to accidents that happen. So,
well, accidents and several other different things, and it until I had the opportunity to talk to Stephanie Seabreeze with United Blood Drive.
Well, it's now called Vitalant.
Vitalant.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, some millennial thing.
Oh. Well, I'll probably remember that about as well as I remember other things. But it got me to thinking of all of the different uses of the blood that is donated, and what would happen if the shortage got to the point where these people couldn't be taken care of. That would be absolutely deadly to them. And I'm not sure that, maybe it's just me. When I donate blood, I don't think it through, what's going on, the different processes that the blood goes through, and all of this kind of stuff. But for the person on the other end, which I was that person, it's life-giving. It's life or death. Without that blood, when I was in the wreck, I wouldn't be sitting here because I bled out. And days and days and days of getting transfusions, and I should have been more aware of it, but of course at that time I was kind of in na-na land anyway. But when I really got to thinking about it, what if it's your child that's in maybe not a wreck, but maybe in some position where they get hurt and they've lost a lot of blood? What if it's your child and that blood is not available because you never even considered going down and donating your blood?
Right.
And do you donate blood?
It's been a while, but yes, I have in the past.
Yeah. It's not a big deal. It really
Right.
isn't. And I hear the excuses, I don't like needles. Well, when your child is laying there bleeding to death, he probably doesn't like the needles either. But that's life-giving blood. It's vital. And even when my husband was going through his cancer treatment, he had to have 3 blood transfusions. I don't understand that, but somehow or another he was just losing his blood. And during one of the times I went in with him to just sit with him while he was going through that, because it takes a while when you're getting a blood transfusion. There were several people in there. And they were talking about all the different reasons why they had to go in and have these blood transfusions, and sometimes it's once a month. And I'm thinking, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
And that's a lot of blood.
It's a lot of blood. And these people rely on us to donate that blood. And if we're so worried about getting stuck with a needle rather than worried about somebody's life, like I said a minute ago, even if it's your own life, or your children's lives, or your spouse's life, it's got to be there. Type O, as we know, is the universal blood. If you have that type, you need to go donate, because that blood can be used for anybody. The other blood types, they're vital. But not everybody, there's not a whole big bundle of them like there is type O blood, which mine's type O.
Okay.
So what, stop and think. Like I have been doing this past week, which is kind of funny because, like I said a minute ago, I wouldn't be sitting here if it hadn't been for the people that donated blood. But I never really gave it a whole lot of thought until I really talked to her. And, hey, Artesia's called the City of Champions. That doesn't need to stop at the ball field. We need to donate more blood than, say, Roswell and Carlsbad, and they're on top of it. They're donating blood. she told me that she was having problems finding a place for them to stay, so I'm working on that. And hopefully in October, we will have our next blood drive here in Artesia.
Okay.
So I just really encourage everybody.
Well, I know the Bloodmobile was at the hospital a couple weeks ago, a week ago or two, and that they do come down on a regular basis. They're going to be in Carlsbad tomorrow, Wednesday, 2 to 6 at the Southeast New Mexico College, because Stephanie gets us the list of all the upcoming blood drives, and it looks like they're going to be at Hotel Artesia on Friday the 26th.
Of this month?
Of this month.
Okay.
So that's the next time they're going to be here in Artesia.
Friday the 26th?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not
that's
this Friday, it's next Friday.
Next Friday.
Next Friday, the 26th.
So now everybody that's listening knows.
Yeah, or if you're in Roswell, they have drives from time to time at their office at number 3 Grand Avenue. And Stephanie, says, "Here's my number. Give people my number if you want to call or text."
I even brought it too.
That's right.
And she's an amazing person to talk to if you would like to call her and get more information on what actually happens when you come in and give blood.
Mm-hmm.
The last time I was in there, it was it was full. There was lots of people there, people waiting to give blood, but it's been a while, and I hadn't realized how long it's been since I gave blood. My son is a very unusual person that makes too much blood, so he has to go get blood taken out every couple of months, which is
interesting.
Don't know why he does or how that all happens either, but he just, and it has a pretty powerful effect on him when he gets too much blood.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's amazing that they would even know that.
Yeah.
Whatever issues that he's having, that they would have discovered that, well, it's because you have too much blood that this is going on. That's interesting.
That's crazy.
So he has to be a donator on a regular basis.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
I ask him, every once in a while, I catch him on that day. Oh, I've been over there getting rid of all my blood. And well, okay. In fact, I think the first time my husband had to have blood, he had just given blood. And he said, well, tell him I just gave some blood, and he can just have all of mine he wants. After all, we're kin.
Yeah.
And I thought, I don't think it really works that way, but it goes through this process.
I think you should call Stephanie, though, because some people are diabetic and they wonder if they can give blood. Some people have had different medical issues.
Yes.
Or cancer. Can you give blood? Some people may wonder, well, I had COVID. Can I give blood? And Stephanie can answer all those questions.
Yes, I certainly can't. I don't know. I just was thinking about that actually coming in, just exactly what is the criteria around giving blood. And because I've just gone in and gave it and left. And
Sure. Well, you talk to Stephanie, and I'm sure they're going to have a few questions that they're going to ask you about your medical history, your medical condition. And then they'll say, okay, you are eligible or not, and then they'll also work with you on how often you can give blood, because you can't just keep giving blood unless you're like your son.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a certain amount of time you have to wait in between trips to donate. And
I know my granddaughter gives blood about every 4 months, and that's just her thing. So it's but it's an awesome way to give back to the community and make sure that blood is there for these people, like I was talking about a minute ago. You're going in there every month. You're not doing it for the fun of it.
Right.
It's...
well, the thing, you think about this. If you, how many people have an accident with a bagel cutter?
Yeah.
So you slice your hand and you're bleeding and you go to the ER to get taken care of. You need to have blood. You're working in the yard and you cut yourself. You need to have blood. You get an accident or have a sports injury or something like that. And if you get cut or whatever, you're going to need blood. So these are all situations that it's not just from an automobile accident or something major like that. There's all kinds of little things that happen or that can happen around the house or around the office that Like you say, you better be really happy that somebody decided to donate some blood so that they have it available for you.
And if you're that person like I was that needed lots and lots of blood right now, not tomorrow, but right now, and I have no idea how much blood was pumped into me. I just know I didn't have any when I got to the hospital.
Yeah.
So there must have been, how much blood is in the body anyway? I don't even know that.
Right.
I'm sure somebody's figured it out somewhere along the way, but I don't know.
Hey Siri, how much blood in a human body?
Here's what I found from Wikipedia. An average adult contains 5 to 6 quarts, roughly 4.7 to 5.7 liters, of blood, accounting for approximately 7% of their total body weight.
So, so 5 to 6 quarts.
Yeah.
On average.
So when you're getting that pumped into you, it can't be pumped in quickly either.
Right.
I did, unfortunately, because I had lost so much blood. The needle, when they started pumping it in, the needle sucked up into my arm.
Wow.
And it had to be. So it was very traumatic.
Yeah.
Blood transfusion for me was a traumatic thing, and it ended up they had to put the needle in between my toes. And I cannot even imagine when they talk about drug addicts shooting up in their feet, and I think, it just cringes from one end of me to the other.
Yeah.
Through the whole process of crashing through the windows and all that kind of stuff, the pain I remember the most was that one.
Yeah.
But it was still getting the blood in where it needed to be.
Yeah.
So
how do you get a hold of Stephanie? Because I bet she's got answers to all these questions that folks would have about donating blood.
Yes, and she's very, very passionate about what she's doing, which was really exciting to me. This is not just a job that she does every day. Stephanie Seabreeze, which I love that name, is 575-840-8178. And you can also call down here at the radio station if you don't have...
Don't write it down while you're driving.
No, please don't do that. And I didn't give anybody a second to grab a pen, so...
Yeah, no, if you need Stephanie's number, I always give it out when I give the announcements, but if you want to call us here at the radio station, we'll definitely have that number, and that's like a cell phone, so you can call her, you can text her. If you have any questions, if you want to schedule an appointment, like they're going to be at the Hotel Artesia on the 26th, from 2 to 5:30. So if you want to donate blood that day, call or text her and say, hey, when you guys come to Artesia on the 26th, I want to make an appointment, and she'll get you taken care of.
And I know I said, it could be your father, your son, your whatever, but it could be you.
Well, that's true, too. That's true. You could need that blood.
If you're sitting here listening, it's not because you didn't know now.
That's right.
Because it's you just heard it. So make plans. Make an effort. I'm going to go donate blood on the what day?
26th.
I need to write that down. So I have a memory about as.
There you go. You can make a note off of there. You don't mind writing in red, do you?
No.